Okay. Good evening, one and all. It is my distinct and unfortunate sober duty to amaze and astound you with the tales of the third Longe the Fourth. That's me. You've heard of me, I'm sure. I'm the greatest bard of all of Asta. I mean, I'm between albums right now. I have friends too. They're alright. Some people call them accomplices, but honestly, we don't really accomplish that much. Okay, there's Des. She's like a ninja crossed with a ghost. Crossed with a scarier ghost. I can punch really good. And then we've got Midori. Yeah, he can practically explode a person with a sword. It's wild. What? No, yeah, plenty of people. I've seen him kill so many people. Yeah, he's a paladin. Are you even listening? Anyway, this is Vinny Cupcakes. He's really good at crime. Man, if you ever need some crime done, you should definitely go to him. Top shelf. Also a warlock to like this really powerful devil. But that's a secret, so don't tell anyone. Anyway, the reason I'm telling you all this, ever since we landed in Baldur's Gate, people keep asking us what we're planning. Look, we got dragged through a hell portal to get here, and to get back we have to find some magical sword in a weird castle. We've been chased by devils, made deals with demons, and our ship is part scorpion right now. But let's get one thing straight. If there's one thing that we never, ever do, it's plan.
Welcome, everyone, to I Speak Giant, the only podcast that is a substitute for quality. We're going to play some very silly Dungeons & Dragons for you tonight. Me and my pals here. To my left, stage left, is...
Or starboard, Zachary.
One of the two. Is the criminal of crime, Vinny Cupcakes, being played by Luke Lancaster.
You really don't need to clap. It's going to take forever.
Fists are made for punching, and that's just what they'll do. Felicia McIntyre playing Desdemona.
What's up?
He's a day late, but 3 steps ahead. The third launcher, the fourth, played by Joel.
I didn't know
Rennie.
whose intro that was. And
Midori the Red, sword and arms hold separately, played by Lutovsky.
I'm not just a pal, I'm a paladin.
Unnecessary.
I bring
And
the wit to the podcast.
We are joined by the wonderful Lucky Bones, playing, the boy in the bubble, Glaslow.
I clap for myself. I need it. I need that. I need the validation. Thank you.
Last we left our valiant heroes, they were standing outside the Bleeding Citadel, a enormous structure made out of twisted crystal, growing out seemingly in the middle of the Avernus wasteland. The Avernus wasteland itself tainting and corrupting it on the outside. But we don't join our narrative there. We go back 300 years.
300 years?
It's going to take ages to get back.
In real time.
Oh boy.
So we see the same patch of wasteland. The Avernus desert is red sand stretching off to the horizon. The sky above, it looks like hellish, like meteors streaking across the sky. We see nothing. But we hear the roar of infernal hell machine streaking across the plains.
What?
Thank you for the follow. We cut and see a kind of a smaller hell machine. This is built for speed and maneuverability. One wheel at the front, one wheel at the bind, one wheel behind, strapped together, welded together from various kind of pieces, scraps. On the back of which is glass. Do you want to describe your character for us?
Sure, of course. Okay, so Glaz is an Asama. He has pale white silver skin. His eyes are gold, and he has lots of freckles that he's very proud of. And his hair is long and white, and it's pulled back into kind of like a messy bun. And he wears armor it's dark, but it's trimmed in gold as well, because, why not be fancy with it?
You have to pay for that.
Yeah.
That's a
Extra.
DLC. You gotta pay me microtransactions for that.
Oh.
So you are screaming across the Avernus wasteland. With you also, kind of in a side kind of sheath, is the sword of Zariel, gleaming with divine light. Behind you, 3 pit fiends are chasing you, some in the air, just like beating their huge wings. These things like are quite the classic devil. Huge lumbering, huge horns, big leathery wings, kind of just like trying to keep up with you. They're getting closer and closer, and you hear your motorbike start to stutter and cut out. You scream it to the one side. You jump off, roll. The sword comes sliding beside you. You pick it up, and with kind of reckless abandon, this is where you'll make your stand. You shove the sword into the Avernus wasteland, and it starts to grow brighter and brighter.
While screaming, ah!
As these pit fiends land across the short distance towards you, the sword starts to act of its own volition. It's divine energy now expelling around it. Its first instinct is to destroy evil, or at least stop it from hurting the innocent. In this case, you, although you're not quite innocent yourself. Crystal, the same crystal that makes up its blade, starts to spread out from it like veins. The first artery kind of heading towards these pit fiends. It grows around them, like making them solid. It starts to grow everywhere, surrounding you now, and starts to kind of like grow out from the center mass, growing and growing and growing. You start to feel a little wary of it and back away. You turn, start to run, these crystal hallways growing around you, as you make your way to what you hope is safe and freedom, but it catches up with you. The crystal, you feel touch, that cold touch to the back of your head, and then you feel nothing as it completely consumes your form.
Oh, that's
Trapped.
it. See you guys. Thanks for having me on. It was great. Had a
You
great
may
time.
leave. And we pick up on the barely fortunate party, standing outside the bleeding citadel.
300 years in the future.
300 years.
Feel I just gotta clarify.
This
That
place
would
seems
be-
nice.
Yeah.
You got here, you had a little bit of trouble getting here. You had to make your own infernal war machine, which involved petrifying a giant scorpion.
Yeah, I remember that. I was fired out of a catapult as bait.
Yeah, it was a good
It was
time.
fun, yeah.
You sat in the basket of that catapult,
Yeah, you
and
literally
you
put yourself in.
willed that
I'm a
lever.
paladin. Let me be a martyr.
You eventually got yourself here. You destroyed no small amount of fiends to get here. But now you stand out in front of the gates. The crystal structure spreading out and away, and it almost seems to defy a lot of physics, and kind of it bends in strange shapes. Light comes from areas where none should be. But you're standing in front of the front gates. The kind of reddish tinge of the soil of Avernus kind of spreading up the front of it.
I knock.
I was gonna say, should we?
Hello?
You go up and you kind of knock on the kind of like growths that are kind of these reddish.
So it's like,
Yeah.
I think it's squishier.
Yeah.
It's like,
it's
Like
just
you
like,
try to, your hand
Yeah,
just gets
just-
sucked in a little bit.
oh no.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
hand's kind of like getting sucked,
Yeah.
and it's just kind of like. All right.
Hello? Is there a reply?
Nope.
Damn.
knock again.
Yeah, let's just spend 4 hours doing this.
I
That'll
got
be good.
time.
This time I use the metal arm.
Still nothing. Like you can't get a good
Let's
knock.
go for 3.
So is
Does
it-
anyone else want to try something?
Is there a way over the top, like these growths and stuff? Is there like a lattice work?
Not like it's kind of sheer in front of you. You can try and remove said growth.
Could I jump up it?
How far can you jump up?
Don't.
Monk stuff.
It's too early.
Oh, is it too early for most?
Too quick for
You
my
could,
shit.
but the outer the outer wall doesn't represent like there's nothing. It's not kind of walling you off from a courtyard situation. It's all one giant structure.
Oh, so it's all one piece.
Yeah,
Okay.
it looks almost grown.
I guess they're shut then.
Yeah.
I tell you what. Someone give me
Well, let's turn back.
Yeah, everyone back on the ship.
Someone
Turn
give
around
me a
the armored
boost?
scorpion.
someone gives me a boost. Like,
I mean, you'd have to scale the entire tower. That's what I'm telling you.
I mean, could we just attack it with a scorpion? Like, see what happens?
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Big old scorpion in the corner. It's like
oh no.
several stories tall.
So you, using the wonderful magics of your friend the Medusa, Patricia the Medusa,
Whose accent sounds like
not like yours.
a shame.
You can angle. So you made this. Not only does she have the power to, as a Medusa does, petrify things, she has the ability to animate the things she petrifies. So she can like kind of angle the. She does like a reverse park, angles the tail so it can smash the front door if that's what you want.
You're looking at me. That was his idea.
Yeah, I didn't really think about a lot often, so yeah. Don't know why I'm being given this kind of authority in the group, but
Oh, we're all discussing, and you just go back on the ship
oh,
and do
cool.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is like, okay. And she smashes this huge stone tail of this giant hellish scorpion comes smashing through the front gate. And the kind of this bluish divine light is now shining on you, and you make your way inside of this. This was one piece, you realize. It opens up to a corridor through it, but you're kind of picking your way over broken fragments and chunks of this crystal. And one of them sitting aside from the other, quite much larger than the other, within it, like a mosquito trapped in amber, is the form of an Azimar.
Cool statue. Let's
Yeah,
keep going.
I like it. I mean, a weird position, but like, can't fault the artwork.
So yeah, we keep going.
Fine.
You have to do things.
Damn it. It's been fun, guys.
I'm gonna go up and be like, "Hello."
Lingerie walks up.
Okay, it is Crystal. I was checking. Okay, we're in hell. We're in hell. Remember. Hello. Still Crystal. Okay. I'm gonna poke it.
Pokes like crystal.
Okay, it's still Crystal. Just triple checking now.
So is he in crystal?
Yeah,
As
seems
in,
to
like,
be fully
he's
encased.
inside the crystal, or
Yeah.
he's made of crystal?
He is inside, encased, like a mosquito in amber.
Do we break the crystal? I
So
guess.
we need to extract his blood and clone him.
Yes, that's a great
Yeah,
idea. We can start our own theme park.
Create a theme park.
What do I need to roll to do that?
Roll paleontology.
Okay, I just add intelligence. right?
Yeah.
I'd say you're proficient in paleontology.
I think like while the group is discussing again this giant scorpion tail smashes his thing.
Oh boy.
Lingerie's just patting the scorpion.
You're like, this thing's sick. Yeah, this scorpion tail comes between all of you, weaving past, and smushes it enough to crack the crystal around it. As it withdraws, the form of Glaz falls to the ground, kind of like pushing away like shards of crystal around their form.
What time is it?
Oh, good, he's alive.
5 more minutes.
Okay.
Hello.
You're not the things that were chasing me earlier.
We could have been.
I mean,
You're not
depends on what earlier is.
like not long ago. What is going on? Who are you people?
a
I'm
loaded question.
Midori. What's your name?
I don't know if I should be telling you that.
Well,
just
oh,
yet.
come on.
Just yet. We've only just
A
met.
little
sir.
bit of trust here. I started.
A little
I went
bit of
first.
trust.
I went first.
I was being
it's
chased
always
by
like
pit
this with new
fiends.
people. They're always so
You
rude
people?
to me.
My name is Glaz, for what it's worth.
Thank you.
And your name, Midori?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Desdemona.
Lovely to meet you, Desdemona.
Nice to meet you too.
I think at this point, Lingerie is trying to pull on the scorpion and be like, no, don't squish. Don't, stop. No,
You
no.
don't want to squish.
No,
You don't
no,
want to
no,
squish.
please.
Oh, that
I think-
person looks a bit, I don't know, shady.
Well, we could squish them, I guess. I mean, either way.
You should probably get down there.
Yeah, I guess so. Hey.
Lingerie
Comes sliding down the
rappelling
tail.
up and sliding up the tail towards you.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, Lingerie does like that move from Lord of the Rings, like the
Acrobatics check for me,
Yeah,
bud.
good. All right. Yeah.
Yes, Legolas, get it. Oh my god, is that a natural 20?
Oh.
Is it a natural
Natural
20?
20.
Yeah. Yeah, with a
Lands.
triple flip at the end.
Triple flip.
Yeah.
Lands in front of you.
Wow.
Like it ain't no thing.
I'm Vinny, but,
Nice to meet you, Vin.
I can't believe
Yeah.
she likes the one who was gonna squish her more than me. I can't believe this.
Did you see that flip?
It was
hectic.
pretty cool, okay? I can admit that. You know what? I can admit that. It was pretty cool.
I'm glad that you
I'm
can
sorry
admit
we
that.
got off on the wrong
No,
foot, but
that's fine.
we can both appreciate a good flip.
He got off on the right foot. Did you see that?
Yeah, it was real good.
I think this
very
whole
impressive.
time, Lingerie is just standing in a heroic pose with the wind, like pushing his hair.
Where is
across
that
his
wind
face.
coming from?
It just happens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
what do
do
you want to try?
Yeah.
Yes.
I just met you, but I feel like this is probably an
All
appropriate
right,
thing
get
to do.
me on the scorpion. I
Wait.
get up on the scorpion. I'm gonna roll athletics.
Use the d20 for
This is
that,
going to
buddy.
be part of our theme park, Zach.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna roll it before the DM says disadvantage.
You got a 2.
I flip 3 times.
And
then
land on your neck.
Oh!
It's real. People like, oh, like, and you get up, you're like, I'm fine. You put a little layer.
honestly, this happens surprisingly often.
Okay.
I'm the authority figure around here. Nice to meet you, Midori the Red.
You
Lovely to
okay
meet
there,
you.
buddy?
I'm doing. You know, I've had better days. How you doing?
Better than you by the look of it. You got a
You
little
don't know
bit
the life
sticking
I've.
out.
You don't know the life I've lived.
I can fix that for you if you want. I can put it
Oh.
back in. Just hold really still, all right? You're gonna
Okay.
hear some snapping. It may or may not be good. 1, 2, better not sue, and I crack his head.
At this
chiropractic trick.
I've fallen unconscious so many times that it's just like I don't even flinch and it's like, great.
Okay, the hallway, kind of this crystalline, like what was a barrier to entry, now opens up to a crystal hallway in front of you. But it doesn't look man-made, as if it's been carved, but it looks grown in a specific way. It doesn't look completely natural.
I think Lingerie climbs back up on the scorpion. Come on, Smashy. Let's smash some crystals.
Let's maybe not do that.
You would have to smash for like an hour to get through here.
Well, I mean, I feel like maybe the warlock would like a short rest.
I mean,
We've got an hour to kill.
I'm not going to say no.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
Actually,
Should have gone with more than an hour, I feel.
you said this feels like it's grown, like it's an arterial structure kind of thing.
Yeah.
Can I make like a nature or medicine check to get a sense of how to navigate this place, like the ways through to major chambers, or?
For now, it just stretches on in front of you. You can see in the distance.
I
it
think we should
opens
go
up
this
into-
way.
There's only one way
Okay.
to go for now. You can see definitely that it opens up into a larger area. But yeah, like again, I mean, yeah, probably more than an hour, and would probably like ruin the scorpion tail. Like it's made of stone, but it's still like
Smashy,
it will
smashy.
work.
That's how they got their name. Smashy.
Patricia says that.
Oh, really?
Patricia the Gorgon is just like, I'm a
sorry,
bit precious over my new friend.
What is called Smashy?
The scorpion.
Okay.
It already had. It was Hans free.
Yeah, it's Hans.
No, it's
Hans
Smashy
free.
now.
No,
Okay,
it's not.
well,
It's, me and the scorpion are bonded.
Because you didn't get the right name, it's angry at you and doesn't want to smash the entire crystal citadel.
Wow.
Thank
Lovers
you.
quarrel.
How convenient that
Yes,
it doesn't
very
want to just
convenient.
smash. All right. Lingerie once again slides down the scorpion tail.
Badly this time. You
Triple
don't
flip.
get to roll for it.
so you have any idea what this whole, crystal bleeding citadel thing? Why is it called a bleeding citadel? It's all crystal. I was expecting more blood, honestly.
I mean, we only just got here.
The
That's
red growths around the outside.
It's probably the
give
red growths, eh?
Give the impression.
Yeah.
I know the blood. On the ground.
No, that was me.
Like, if you really want to sit there smashing with the,
No,
with the
no,
giant
no,
tail,
I think-
you can,
No,
but it will just take a lot of time.
it's fine.
I love
Smash
that
it.
now
We
he
already
doesn't
have done
want to do your
300
edging.
years in
Yeah.
this
True.
show, so
That's true. Landre dejectedly just walks down a random path
Very
in front
huffy.
of him.
There's
Yeah,
only one
very
path.
huffy.
There's one path, so it's really
Okay.
easy to pick randomly.
All right. Landre still manages to walk into the walls.
It's crystal, so it's
as you head further into this structure, you feel, particularly the divine casters, although you haven't been out in the hellscapes itself, Midori most of all, but the rest of you feel this kind of weight slowly being lifted off you. You didn't quite notice as it was layered on, but the kind of infernal forces of Avernus definitely have had their effect on your psyche and your kind of physical well-being.
That's why I was incompetent before.
Yeah.
Settled.
But you start to feel good. You start to feel like healthy again.
Yeah, is it the sort of feeling that the warlock would be feeling the other way for, or is it just like the absence of bad?
So as you're walking, Vinny, are you walking? Where are you walking in the order of people?
with.
With?
Do we need a marching order?
Sure,
Here?
not necessarily.
Hand in hand,
Not
skipping.
yet.
Yeah.
You feel not uneasy. You're still a mortal. A mortal. Sorry, not immortal.
I was like, oh,
Yeah, I mean,
I'll get
You're-
there.
said it, so it's,
You're definitely used to the effects of hell. You spent a large period of your life here. But it still feels like welcoming and relaxing. However, there are certain accoutrement about your person that kind of feels like hot to the touch. You put your hand in your pocket and you feel that wand. You kind of pull it out slightly, and it's that one made of finger bones attached together by tendons, used in a murder down in the hells that you investigated. You hear like kind of that echo of the boss, your patron, when you last left, saying that he was going to bring hell and fire and destruction upon you. Kind of all centered around this one wand. And it kind of, is feeling hot to the touch, the necromantic kind of energy within it. Do you remember what you need to do to attune to this?
I think it was I had to willingly and knowingly kill someone that I cared deeply about.
You have to send them to their death.
Send them to their death. Okay, that's
Welcome to the podcast.
Why would you should have done that at the start of a thing?
What do you mean?
Oh no!
Cool. So the other thing you realize is, I'll say because you're walking in the middle of the group, Dez, you're quite sharp-eyed.
I am. It's
You
true.
notice his footprints, like making small like burns and cracks in the crystal when he walks there.
That seems normal. Yep.
yeah. Actually, like,
The
I mean,
clown
Come
is
on,
giving
man.
you
You're
quite
getting
the glare.
hell all over the carpet. Could you wipe your shoes?
yeah, I just like scrape my feet on the crystal, just start
like-
bubbling even worse.
Thank you.
As you cross the threshold into this open chamber, there is a clunk 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 on the ground.
A what?
Clunk clunk clunk.
Thank you.
Oh, can we pick it up? What's it look
As
like?
it is, in fact, Midori's arm,
What?
complete with shield. You have a prosthetic arm as you
Yeah.
lost your arm. You have this kind of metal kind of contraption that fits on. It's about from your like middle of your forearm down.
Yeah.
It's fallen to the ground, and in its place is this pure white divine light that seems almost solid in the shape of a hand.
I mean, if
High
you could,
five. Vinny, you made eye contact first. I'm going to high five you.
okay.
Okay. Look at the elbow. Look at the elbow. No,
Go.
look at the elbow.
Okay,
Okay.
dex
And-
checks.
You both have to roll the exact same thing.
Do we get advantage for looking at the elbow?
Okay, he didn't say which dice. Pick a d4.
Oh, smart.
Let's watch this fuck up.
Oh boy.
3.
Oh.
3. Was
Even
it
on a
both 3?
D4, I know.
It's 3 to 1.
I'm just happy I rolled a 1 because honestly, it's on brand at this stage.
You miss and you clap him directly in the chest. And Vinny, you
right on my
stumble
wound.
backwards.
Yeah, he got disintegrated there,
Yeah,
right?
sure did, buddy.
Yeah, it's kind of like not only because he has a chest wound there, but like because of your slightly infernal nature, it feels a little sizzly.
Have I mentioned how much I deeply care about you?
No, seems like a great time to bring it up. Now I'm on a. What's up with the? Is everyone else seeing this hand? Check it out.
Yeah, see, that's pretty
I
cool.
feel like
hand.
you're all underselling this a lot. My hand's back. It's divine.
I just assumed that was a thing you could do.
Yeah, same.
Why would I have kept the prosthetic for like a year and a half?
I thought you thought it made you look cool.
It's like an eye patch, but
Yeah.
an arm.
See?
Yeah, Midori, if you think that arm is cool, check out this prosthetic I just found. This thing is
Oh my god, that's super cool. I wish I had a use for it. Can I have the shield? I lost my shield.
wild. I don't know. I just found it.
Okay, you can have the shield.
Could we just hold up for like 5 seconds?
Hey,
Yeah, hi. You're in my castle. What are you doing here? What is going on? Who are you people? What are you doing in here? You're just waltzing
Well, again,
around like you think you can be in here?
He's
I-
Midori.
I started-
That's
I know,
Des.
we've been through names,
well, we
but
started last time, so what are you doing in your castle?
I made this castle.
Oh, okay. Well, that was actually a pretty concise and to the point thing.
Yeah, I feel kind of bad that we've been smashing
Yeah.
it.
Well,
You smashed the castle?
Not really me.
Why?
Just, more
Just to get
smashing.
in.
To get in?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, you weren't doing so crash hot in here either.
I
Right?
was frozen in the crystal.
Yeah, we
I
had.
was protected. I was happy.
I mean,
I don't know.
You have generally warm memories from your time.
I did a lot.
You're not sure-
I waged a lot of wars, so I have fond memories of cutting people's heads off, mostly fiends.
in the crystal?
No.
Before that. We can do
Did
it
Vinny
again
just
now.
shudder?
Yeah.
Vinny, when she says like the wars, there's only one war she could be talking
Yeah.
about, which is the Blood Wars.
Yeah, you. How long do you think you were in that crystal for?
I don't know. It was like seconds. You know, I took the sword, I slammed it into the ground, and then the castle built itself around me protectively, and then I got smashed by some scorpion. You keep saying that.
Smashy.
Smashy.
No,
Yep,
it's
totally
Hans.
makes sense that you would be encased in something for seconds and then we would turn up seconds later.
Yeah.
Quick group huddle, if you'll excuse us, and I will relate the 300-year Blood War thing.
All right.
So 300 years ago, the Blood War happens. Blood Wars happened.
Can you say this like Vinny?
The blood prince,
300
you
years
see.
ago, the Blood Wars.
300 years ago. Capiche? Do you say capiche? You should.
I should. I'm going to make a note of capiche.
You're just gonna write capiche.
It's just the hand signal.
And then
it's
when I
just
open
this
these next session, it'll just say capiche. I'll be like, nice.
lid.
The
Fell off the back of an infernal war machine.
people know that the end of the Blood Wars happened when it's not entirely known. It was assumed that a celestial died, and they made what's known as hallowed ground or Angel's Grave. It stretches the length, or not the length of, but a large swath of the plains of Avernus that stops. You were there earlier in your adventure. It stops any violent activity in there, and it being almost in the center point between the abyss where the demons come from and Avernus, where it just kind of it has not allowed the Blood Wars to continue
Cool.
Luntre forgets all of this.
immediately. Yeah, cool.
So, are we gonna tell her that it's probably been ages? We're just gonna.
I feel like she knows now. We weren't that quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear all of that?
Sorry, he.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
You did you hear all that?
Yes, you
Okay.
kind
Well,
of.
that
There
saves
was
us the next
muttering
conversation. So, do we need to keep whispering?
No, we weren't whispering to begin with, so.
We huddled. We weren't whispering.
and. Are
Yeah.
you telling me I've been frozen in here for like 300 years?
Yeah.
Probably.
That's a long time. Wow.
I mean, we don't know that.
Am I sexy for a 300-year-old?
Yes.
I'm looking good. Is my hair still nice?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
There's a
bit
bit of
messy.
crystal
Yes.
still
Yes.
in it.
Yes?
Yes.
Thanks. Okay.
I don't know.
You're
I don't get
welcome.
out much. Most people look okay to me.
That's fair. You know,
I woke up like this.
you look quite pretty.
Well, you
Thank
didn't.
you.
You
You're
got the
welcome.
thing now.
Yeah, it's true.
I woke up mostly like this.
Most. Yeah, what's that? You got to like.
Yeah, I know. I can't believe we stopped talking about it so quickly.
Yeah, no, sorry. There was a matter
Now
of the
all I need is
castle
a
and.
shield.
You don't have
I
a
don't
shield?
know, Midori. I'm really attached. Fine, you can have this. You can have the shield, but I'm keeping the arm. I mean,
That seems like
seems
a
fair.
fair trade.
all right,
We both
Luntre
gained something today.
immediately misplaces the arm.
Oh,
I sure hope I get to keep this divine one.
You naturally, like, reach for it with your left hand, even though you're right-handed, you naturally reach for the shield with your left hand and start putting it kind of mechanically onto your right arm before you realize that you're like, that's odd. That's not how you usually do things, but it just feels like your left arm is more natural.
Oh, I guess I'm left-handed now. Anyway.
Yeah,
It's going to make writing with a biro really annoying because you'll smudge all your
it's
work.
true.
Yeah, a biro.
It's true.
What's a biro?
Yeah.
Quill.
The brand name biro.
There's the other concern of that they're all still in your fucking castle.
Yeah. Okay. So, what do you want? How can I help you? I just woke up. It's been 300 years. I've been asleep for a long
Do you
time.
have any
so,
snacks?
I have. You know what? I don't know. Maybe let's have a walk around. I could probably make something, but they were not the spells that I had prepared when I was slaying demons.
Speaking of those demons, say hypothetically we were here to look for a sword. I'm not saying we are, but if we were...
We are, though. So I don't know why you'd make this a hypothetical. It seems really odd that you do that.
See, you know how you were questioning before why people are so immediately antagonistic when you speak?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did want to hit him. As soon as he opened his mouth, I heard him speak, and I'm like, oh boy, I could pop that boy
that
so
is way
hard in the
harsher than I
mouth.
was gonna be.
I'm kidding.
I feel...
It's a joke.
Haha.
Funny. So a sword you're after.
Yeah. So we...
What?
What?
Do you guys need to have a moment here?
No, I'm fine.
No,
He started it.
Oh, buddy.
So, we came from Baldur's Gate that got sucked into the hells. It's a thing that happens to us more than you'd think. We
Okay.
are looking for Zariel's sword so we can get
Oh.
home.
Yeah, so...
I mean, normally I do the whole dance, but we kind of rushed
No,
to the
that's
end
fair.
a
No,
little
I
bit.
appreciate the expediency of
I
which you're
feel like you missed
explaining
out on
yourself.
300 years.
That's a
so.
long time. I am so ready to just have things
I don't
up
know.
front.
I've never seen him do the dance.
Yeah, Vinny, do the dance.
Do the dance.
There's a
What
dance.
is
No,
dance?
he
it's
mentioned
not.
the dance?
It's not
I
a
think
real
it's
dance.
a figurative of speech.
Oh, you...
It's not an actual
Yeah,
dance.
like,
Come on now.
come on,
Vinny,
guys.
Vinny,
I like
he
how
gets
an
it, you know?
absolute stranger absolutely gets Vinny more than we do.
Oh, no, he makes sense to me,
I
you know?
mean,
So,
that immediately worries Vinny.
so you're after this sword. Yeah, funny thing about that. That's how I made the castle. So I don't know if it's still in here somewhere, but...
So we were inside the sword all along.
Oh.
I
Oh,
thought the real sword was the friends we made along the way.
I don't know
No.
what you're talking about. That's not a thing that
Sometimes I-
anyone says. I'm sorry, friends. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go hang out with
No,
Smashy for
No.
a little while.
no, it's fine. It's fine.
I need a short rest.
I'm sorry. It's been a long time, and like the wars and
No. I got you. You guys
Coming in here, the kind of the weight being lifted off your shoulders was part and parcel with you would now have the effects of a long rest.
So I think Lontre picks the prosthetic arm back up and pats Midori on his back.
Thanks, buddy.
Creepy and weird.
Yeah, no problem.
So
I
as you're
appreciate
looking
it.
around this room, Des, you notice directly in the center of this, it's kind of mostly a circular room stretching around you, in the center of which is a large crystal throne. Above which, in Celestial, is written, well, does anyone speak Celestial?
I don't.
oh, bless up.
So, hey, Angel guy.
Yeah,
So
Glaz.
Glaz, sorry.
Angel guy works too, you know.
Glaz Angel guy.
Yeah, sure. That's my full name.
What does this say?
This says
Patience.
patience.
Well, that's rude.
Yeah, no, I know.
I mean, don't
Like-
tell me to be patient after I just asked. What
Sorry. No, that's what it says. That's what it says.
There is a
Shoot.
single words in Celestial have a lot of weight and meaning to them. They can be set written in different ways. It's partly to do with how they're. It's quite a beautiful written language, calligraphy wise, but the way certain angles are kind of stressed.
Are they angels?
No. So certain angles are stressed. Give different meanings to the words. The way this is written, makes you think that it is about trial, about a test.
Patience.
That's the one.
No, more like a trial of patience or a test of patience. Why did you just say it like
It's like a trial. It's a lot of weight.
He's trying to Minds of Warrior it.
Do you know what a trial is, buddy?
It's important. A trial is, it's important.
Yeah,
Gravitas.
that's your gravitas voice?
Yeah.
Yeah? Give me that one more time.
No.
But I think Lantre's onto something here. Try it again.
Patience.
Patience. I thought
Oh.
I'd give it a lilt,
Yeah, maybe
Maybe-
there's a...
Maybe it's an accent thing.
Maybe sit in the chair.
Are they always like this?
Ooh.
Like, how do you deal?
Okay, I think we've been patient enough. I'm going to take Des's advice and try and sit on the chair. Unless the person who has this whole thing with the whole castle thing has something to say about that. I don't want to tread on any toes metaphorically or literally.
Des
watch
sits
out,
in the
you know?
chair while Midori's still talking.
You gave me the idea, you absolute...
Fantastic demonstration of patience by everyone, really. We're going to do great.
We're going to nail this. All right.
You guys are crushing
Yeah,
it.
you know what? I just needed that win, so thanks for taking that away from me.
So,
very
Glass, is that your throne?
No, definitely not.
Even though this is your castle that you built.
This is not technically my castle.
Oh!
It's her
Oh,
castle.
so when you said, "What are you doing in my castle?"
Wait.
it
I'd
was-
say mine. It was my job to take the sword.
It's okay
Oh,
to have
right.
a sense of ownership.
Did anyone else hear when she said her castle?
Yeah, I distinctly
His-
remember that.
Oh, wait.
He
Her
said
castle.
her castle.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
He said her castle. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll get that.
I know. It's okay. It's fine.
Hey, Smashy. Yeah, it's not his castle. You come on
No,
back.
no, you can't
No,
go.
no.
Oh, no.
I'm so tired. Zariel,
You slept for like 300 years.
I'm so exhausted already.
This is Zariel's castle?
Oh no.
Wow. Yep.
Maybe we should do the smashing.
Wait, no,
You hear
wait.
that,
Why?
Smashy?
What are you talking about? You can't smash this castle.
Oh, you've been out of the game for a while.
What happened?
We fill her in.
I think we all we huddle like 5 meters away, but talk really loudly.
I can hear you.
Yeah, we know. We're just doing it for plausible
I really don't want to
deniability.
be the one to break this to you, but you know how sometimes Celestials...
Die.
Turn.
Oh.
I was going to go with that one and then that one.
Cry.
Are you saying she fell?
Yeah.
Capital F.
Capital F.
For Felicia.
For Felicia.
Okay.
It was not great.
Right. She fell hard. Okay, fair.
Yeah, it wasn't like a stumble. It was like a fall.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. All right. And you need the sword to get home.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Is that clear?
You need the sword to undo her work,
We need the sword to undo her work,
which is
which is.
so these chains are holding down the city of Baldur's Gate to the plane of Avernus.
What the DM said.
Right. Okay.
The celestial messenger.
Okay.
So demi-celestial.
Okay. Great. This sounds totally doable. You know, she was powerful to begin with when she wasn't apparently horrible. Wow. Okay. I need a minute, just like 5 minutes, just sit down by myself. Y'all can.
Take all the short rests you need.
Yep.
I don't need those.
So, Glad, as you're sitting there, you kind of play back in your memory of the last time you saw Zariel, and this process was starting to happen. You see those flashes that have kind of burned into your memory. The sword reaching out to you, her doubled over, and the slash of a blade. And then we cut back to Des, sitting in the chair.
Oh, good.
You are sitting down. You kind of sit there for a little bit. You know, you've had this kind of conversation while you're sitting there. And you start to see kind of like visual... You think they're illusions at first, or maybe like tricks of the light. The light plays strangely in the crystal citadel. But you realize, no, things keep getting overlain over your friends. This kind of like flashes of, you are now like, at one moment you're sitting with your friends, and the other moment you're sitting kind of more floating above a kind of war zone. On one side, devils. On the other side, demons. Ceaselessly fighting. Between which mortal vessels are churned up as fodder between these two great wars. And that stops. And you're sitting back there and you hear this voice. And it just says, "Do not stand up from your throne. This is where you will sit vigil." And the walls start to go a little bit more transparent, you see around you. The pit fiends that were chasing you, you can see them like bugs in glass, trapped, but there's kind of cracks starting to form between them and the walls now, breaking out. Shards of crystal glass, kind of removing themselves, smashing outward as they break themselves out. I need you all to roll for initiative.
Oh, what?
No! Including me, the person that can't stand up.
I'm having a breakdown in a corner.
Before you do roll, Midori, you need to take a dice.
This dice?
Yes.
This whole,
All right.
Just
this
pass him the dice.
I have a dice.
Everyone touch the dice.
It's
Why not?
purple. I have a... Got myself a dice.
That is what you roll now.
Can't wait to roll a 1 on this.
Do you want to show the good people at home?
I'll tell you what. I'll roll for it.
Roll for it.
This is the dice I'm rolling.
Roll for initiative.
Oh, wow, look at that. You got a 20.
Nat 20.
What the fuck?
Let's try it again.
Wait a minute.
Nat 20.
They don't call me lucky for nothing.
One more time for good measure. It's on its side. I managed to fuck it up. Let's try it actually. Oh yeah, it was a 20. though.
Yeah. So
I got a
What's that one?
Whose is this?
No, I just rolled it.
24
Nah,
for
16.
initiative.
yeah. Oh, you got a natural 20 for your initiative.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, is that
I know. Starting off
Yeah,
the
it's
tank.
11.
Okay, awesome.
How am I gonna fuck this up?
Glass, what did you get?
I got a 14.
14.
Plus dex?
14.
It is plus dex.
Yes.
I don't know why you're whispering. You're still
Contract,
talking about hot mic there.
Midori.
Control
sorry,
yourself.
You.
Oh, Des, you poor girl.
17 for
I
Vinny.
already
Thank you.
feel for you. Oh, why is my initiative so low? All you
Buddy,
decks.
20 for l'entrée.
Not me.
Not me. Pit fiends, y'all. This will be a.
I wonder if this is at all tied to your
7.
magic arm.
Probably
Yeah, I
not.
know.
Probably a
Don't
coincidence.
think into it.
Just had
Don't
a
look into
good.
it.
I just the power of adequate hydration.
That's it.
I had a good night's sleep and I drank a lot of water.
See, that's definitely what it is.
Even if that die has 20 on every side, I still feel like you're going to roll a 1.
I'm genuinely double checking. There's not one
You're just gonna
somewhere
roll it and
that
it'll
I
break?
can roll.
Yeah, it will just crack in half,
Yeah.
which
Or
becomes a
spin
2
forever.
and a 0.
Or it rolls off
And
the
then there's
table
a
and he
piece-
just loses it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a piece of paper with 1. I roll it, it splits evenly in half, and there's just a tiny scrap of paper unrolled and it just says 1.
Midori,
It's like a
you're
bad
up
fortune
first.
cookie.
Oh, really? I'm up first. Okay.
Yeah, as it works out.
So there are 3 pit fiends, hey?
Smashing themselves out of the wall. They are now standing in front of you. They look mad. They look 300 years mad.
Shoot.
Okay.
That's why
You
I'm
know
so
what?
cranky.
I don't know where it's coming from, but I feel confident.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel okay.
Would
You
you
feel
say
good.
you're
The
feeling
sword
lucky?
is in your left hand.
yeah.
Don't care for Midori with no chance of failure.
I would
Well-
like a refund, please.
I roll charisma to make Vinny like me. Oh, that's happening. So what's the nearest pit fiend looking to me? How out of 10 would you say how smiteable?
It's very smiteable.
Very smiteable?
Very smiteable.
Okay, very.
Yeah,
So like a 20 out of 10?
one would say that.
I'm going to roll this dice twice
did
because I
this.
get
I
two
know,
attacks.
I know.
This is the kindest thing I think I've ever seen Zach do.
I'm so excited to actually have a chance.
He
and I
asked
say
me
chance.
specifically to bring it. He was like, if you haven't left yet, can you bring that dice that's all 20s? And I'm like, I got you, fam.
Okay, I'm going to roll the first attack.
Yep.
That
wonder what's
is
Why do you roll?
It's
20.
20.
And let me just hang on. Second attack. This is all on 1 pit fiend. That is a. Can someone else?
It looks like, I think
It's
it's
a
a 20.
9.
Is that a
That one
20?
says 9.
20. Thank you. Does that hit?
That does hit. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, both
Roll for damage.
But do both hit.
Roll
Yeah,
for damage,
Okay,
please.
cool.
You put any smart
While
slots
you
into that,
roll
buddy?
all of your dice,
I'm gonna roll a lot of
Lontre,
dice.
it's your turn.
I think Lontre wasn't ready, even though he's gonna hold his action for one more person. Can I do that? I've never done that. No, you know what?
Like, you gotta do it for a specific thing.
Yeah, it's true.
How did you
right?
not have time to work
it's-
out what you were
know,
doing
I was
after
just,
all
I
of
was
that?
watching all the rolling of the die. Lontre yells out to Midori. He's like, "You could do it!" and gives him bardic inspiration, just to make sure he knows. And then
I tell you what. I think I want everyone to decide on this because there's one that's the clear answer, and then there's one that I probably should do. Do I use 2 second-level smites?
I think definitely.
When else are you gonna get this chance?
Right?
That's
Okay,
true.
so that's
That's your bonus action.
yes,
What do you
and
do
then
with your action?
Lontre just casts that good old powerful lightning bolt.
Yeah, you
All
do.
right.
Yeah,
Get it,
which
queen.
is 8d6.
All right.
also a quick
Yeah.
question: do I roll 20s for damage?
Am I gonna
Is your sword have a d20 for
Let me
damage?
just roll some d8s.
thing still?
Oh boy. Oh, that's too much math.
Oh, buddy.
That's too much.
Pick out the 10s.
I assume 18 beats your saving throw. I didn't do this for Midori because it wouldn't have mattered, but you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Me.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, I can.
Oh, all right. Before I do my spell?
That is.
So that's with disadvantage.
Does it?
Yeah, with disadvantage.
Okay, hang on. Does
Wait, wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
Should have said no. I don't
does a
know where
21
that
pass?
All right.
No, 24 pass.
Yeah, 21 does pass.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
that's a 6 on my wisdom saving
Yeah.
throw.
This thing is hulking before you, it's like hideous and enormous. Its horns scrape against the roof of this place. You can tell that their form is being burnt away by the citadel itself. As you know, Vinny, no fiend has been able to enter this place as long as it stood. But you are now totally and utterly afraid of it. You are frightened.
Okay, did my spell still go off?
Yes, it did.
It's 33 points of damage.
Okie dokie. It's going to take half of that because it made its saving throw.
As it walks up to Lontre, I'm hesitantly walking up to it because I'm just trying out this new hand kind of thing, and I just kind of go like, and I just kind of like lazily just go, boom! It takes 58 damage. I call out boom. I do call out boom. That is a thing I do.
You take off its arm just in one fell swoop.
How's it feel?
Wow.
Good thing it's not going to your head though.
Yeah.
So, doing all right, guys.
It roars in pain, and it's gonna take a lot of attacks against you.
Is there any chance anything will require saving throws as opposed to it rolling good?
It does have a Constitution saving throw attached to this attack. I'm assuming 27 hits you.
Yeah. Hang on, let me roll a saving throw for the Constitution though.
Oh, I didn't actually even add enough to that.
That's a nat 20.
Yeah.
When do we take the dice away from him?
Yeah, I know,
When does
right?
that happen?
He's gone mad with
Do I
talent.
have to jump over the table and strangle
Another
him?
27 to hit.
In character?
Sure.
14. That's 18 to hit. Does that hit?
No.
Okay.
And for the Constitution saving throw, let me just
I swear.
Oh, wait, what's it going to be? Everyone?
Oh, can I use Bardic Inspiration real quick?
I think you're going to need it. Oh, that's pretty good.
Wait.
That's 32 points of damage on the first attack. And then the bite comes in for... Sorry, that was the bite. and
None
then
of you are allowed to die.
The slash
a
comes
lot.
in
Oh,
for only...
Yo, this is not good.
Yeah, this is a high...
16 points of damage.
This is 3 pit
hang on, so
fiends.
that's 48?
Yeah, we need to go.
Total? Yeah.
Okay, well, there goes
Any
that
chance
bite.
you can rebuild those walls real quick?
Why'd you smash him in the first place?
We didn't smash these ones.
I'm here. Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
I mean, also
It's
that was
going to make
one
one less total attack, but that's its turn. Vinny, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna hide behind the throne.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. And I will, as I'm running towards the throne, I'll just fire off some Eldritch Blasts at the closest Pit Fiend. Probably the one that Midori was already attacking.
Sure.
So that's one hit. I am guessing is that 25 hits?
Mm-hmm.
And so that will be
So
13 damage.
just like to point out that I'm still riding high, but I'm
Still feeling
And
groovy.
riding high on.
Then sure, I'm just gonna hunker down behind this.
Cool. How much damage was that total?
13.
13. Cool. Yeah, fun. Okay.
Yeah, you get him, Longtree.
Glaz, you're
Oh,
up.
I think I did a pretty good job. Am I
You're
terrified?
doing good, Midori.
Is it very
He's, like,
scared? You're
bleeding.
very, very
Okay.
scared.
I have 14 HP. I'm not doing
There's
so
only
well.
one of me.
I'm
Stop.
surprised you're still up.
Yeah, same.
Oh, I can take a beating.
Yep.
I have learned from the best. Me.
Okay. I am going to do what I do, and for my action, I'm gonna take a little dagger from my pocket, and I'm just gonna prick my finger, and I'm gonna rub it between my fingers, and I'm gonna cast Bane on the two closest
Nice.
pit fiends. So
That's a
that
what
is a
saving throw?
charisma saving throw of 15.
Okay. Does it target all of them? All three?
It just it targets the two closest.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm
So-
casting it at second level.
Nice.
Okay.
That's a fail on the first one, and a success on the second one.
Ooh, okay, so one of them is baned,
Bind.
which means that it has to use a d4 for attack rolls and
that
saves
one
and
is
stuff.
going to roll to hit you.
Please no.
It's going to make a bite. Minus a d4.
Man, clerics have so much stuff going on. You know what you can do as a fighter? You can hit something. That's it.
That is 17 to hit.
That misses. My armor class is 18.
Okay. That is 33 to hit.
Is that the one that's baned?
Yeah, it's
Does it hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It hits. A little bit.
Suddenly, hiding behind the throne seems like a good plan.
21 to hit.
For now.
For now.
That's with the d4 minus.
Yeah, that hits.
Uh,
This is great. I'm having so
that
much
one
fun.
misses, and a tail attack. That also misses. So 2 attacks.
Yeah, I was looking at Zach's dice. It's true, it did miss.
Hey!
Great.
It's called keeping you honest.
Oh, no, I don't have inspiration. I'm gonna die. No, I'll be fine.
I mean, we're all gonna die.
Yeah, but I mean soon.
So did I.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Rip Vinny.
16 points of piercing damage as the bite comes in on you.
Yep.
You feel this poison enter your system. You made a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, okay.
You can add 3 from Paladin proximity.
Proximity?
Yeah, aura of courage.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Yeah, I think you are.
What is that?
Did
Yes,
I?
it's aura.
5, 8. What did I get from you? Plus.
3.
That's an 11. Constitution saving throw. That's not
You
good.
take 25 points of poison damage.
Holy Christ.
Okay.
It
Okay.
bite, claw, the rest missed.
25.
You manage to stumble away as the mace comes crashing down next to you, shattering the crystal, and its tail swings again as you kind of weave back, and it just hits over your head.
Great.
Des, you are sitting on your throne.
Great.
No one else heard what was whispered in your ear. But around you, you see your friends start to really struggle against these pit fiends.
This again?
It flashes immediately, and you are now watching over that battle again. You watch devils and demons fighting each
Oh,
other.
that's right. This was your private hell.
This was my private hell. Yep, that's great.
Devils and demons fighting each other, the mortals between them being, again, just slaughtered en masse. But you are unable,
Why?
or rather, it's orders.
Well, who cares?
Anytime you want to make with the monk bullshit, Desdemona.
Des, I'm terrified, apparently. I'm so scared.
Oh boy.
I mean, can
they
I
could-
stand up?
They could
Can
bring
I
it out.
stand up?
They could. They
Can
could.
I?
They
Can
could
I
hold
stand?
out.
Can I stand up?
You've seen. You can physically. You know you can.
Okay. I will then.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, it'll probably be fine.
I hate DMs.
You can absolutely stand up.
Sorry.
Maybe give it a round. Midori seems fine.
I'm giving as good as I get,
I can't.
hopefully.
You just want a round of
have
attacks.
to stand up.
Can she hold an action until after I attack?
Can I hold an action until after he attacks?
After who attacks?
I just want to go.
You can do as you wish.
It says patience above the thing, and then it says sit down.
It's true.
I don't know what
Des,
that...
there's no time. You have to do something right now.
Do whatever.
I deflect a missile.
There's no missiles heading toward you.
That was amazing.
Can you just punch the air? Is that your round? Just attack the air and
Angrily
see-
start
yeah.
punching the chair.
I'm gonna start hitting the air like this. And if you
Is
get in
anything
the way...
nearby me? If I'm
Midori's-
technically
no.
sitting in the throne,
There's the armrest of the throne
Yeah.
that you're on, but otherwise.
No. I mean, is any pit fiend near me?
No, wait, there's an armrest. Okay, so have you seen Empire Records?
No, Joel, we don't have time. We don't have time. We do not have time.
So is there anything near me that I could technically still be sitting down and fighting?
No.
Patience, Yago.
Tell you what. I'll roll odds or evens. And what do you want to be if you stand up?
No, this has to be her decision.
I hate this a lot.
Yeah.
You did this on purpose.
Yeah. Most of the things they do. It
Wait, I don't even know what's
it
ordering me
is-
around.
It is
The chair, apparently.
the other pit fiend's turn. So each came from the walls. One now stalks towards you, Vinny.
Push you.
Ew, no, my best friend.
You would have hidden. So you're kind of next to. Are you next to Des or behind the throne? You would have.
Behind was the idea.
Yeah.
So this thing like just jumps over the chair.
It came from. So there was.
Oh,
there's
okay.
there were kind of in thirds around the room.
Right.
Two of them are being kind of dealt with on one side. You hid from it from the far side, but there is still one there. It's gonna make a grapple check against you.
No, Vinny.
You can use either acrobatics or athletics to get away.
I will use.
Just kind of squelch out of its arms like a baby.
I will use squelch. I'll use
Roll to
acrobatics to try to get
squelch.
away.
That's the
Melby.
baby. The babies, you go like this and they go... bloop.
Acrobatic. Okay. It
No,
got a
just me.
25.
I got a 6, so that's basically the same.
Oh, nice.
It grabs you and is gonna haul you and slam you right at the foot of the throne, right next to you, Des. Slams you down to the ground, and it is gonna take the rest of its 3 actions against you.
So it's
Sick.
Oh, nice.
So it's claw, mace, and tail.
You're going to be doing some healing, friend.
Maybe. Can I...
13 plus 14 is probably enough to hit, I would
AC
imagine.
15.
Yeah, 13 plus 14 is... Yeah, okay.
No,
I'm
like
just
the
gonna-
13 and then a 14, neither of which beats 15. So.
Yeah, that's true.
has a little bit of a plus to it. Again, like 25 to hit,
You know, if we all die now, it's your
30
fault.
to hit.
Are you just rolling dice like Midori
These,
has?
these are pit fiends. They have like some ridiculous.
They have a
attack
plus
bonus.
14 to hit.
Yeah. So basically, he needs to roll a 2 or higher to
So
hit
as you
me.
hold it down, as it holds you down, the bite, the claw comes slashing across. It kind of just like, because it's holding one, the mace in one hand, so it just kind of like presses its hand into you. The blood wells up between its finger. You take 16 points of damage. The mace comes down. You take 14 points of damage and
So that's 30.
18 points of fire damage with the mace as it like wreaths in flame.
Okay, I'm on -8.
And it's going to attack you again. using its tail. It hit. Tail kind of like spears you through the side. You take
Well, it doesn't matter. I'll just take a death save, right?
2 death saves. If it's within 5
Oh.
feet of you, it counts you're
Okay.
unconscious. So
Well, I'm on 2 death saves.
yeah.
Sick. Thanks, Des.
Hey.
I hid behind you for a reason.
Phil looks visibly upset.
I'm having a heart attack over here. Why did I pick cleric?
Yeah, well, you're the cleanup crew.
Yeah, I know.
Good luck.
So,
My only hope right now is just Zach is not going to TPK us on stream, but this would be
That'd be
the
so
best
sick.
payback
Yeah.
for all of the
good.
shit
You're all
we have
so
done.
sassy earlier. So sassy.
Yeah.
Midori, it's your turn.
I've been dealing with the cleanup with like just lay on hands. So thanks for the assist, really.
Yeah, sure.
That was your job.
we're gonna be
Midori, it
starting.
is your turn.
It is my turn. I am gonna not feel so good for a second, but I'm still gonna swing at that big demon in front of me. If I have to choose something, I'm just gonna roll to hit.
Yeah.
Do I still have bardic inspiration?
You used it.
Okay. I'll just roll natural. That is what? Can you? I can't see
It's a
that.
natural 20.
That's
20, yeah. And the second roll.
You seem to be less excited by natural 20s.
No. I'm still.
I mean, he's gonna be
milking
fine on
this
his death
joke.
save.
I'm milking this joke like it's our prize cow. So. That's a 20.
He's just
I
going to
think
keep
it was
getting back
tilted,
up
actually,
on 1
so-
HP.
Yeah, that dice didn't
And then-
roll completely.
You can count that afterwards. Lontrade is your turn.
Lontre is terrified.
Yeah,
So-
very scared.
Hang on, do these take extra radiant damage when he smites?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh, God.
Why are we here?
Lontre
What are we
throws
doing?
a bardic inspiration at. Well, he's terrified, so he just does it at Vinny. Vinny,
Vinny, like-
Vinny.
Blood pulls out of the side of Vinny's mouth.
And then Lontre casts invisibility on himself. And he just starts running down the hallway.
It's a one smash.
Yeah, back to one smash.
As you start to run, there's no exit. You're stuck here.
This is a horror movie. We are all going to die.
I don't know. I'm having tons of fun. 52 damage to the pit demon.
Lontre starts crying, but he's invisible. I don't know how to affect
Des, roll to notice.
He's invisible.
You can hear very well.
that. Like,
Oh, you definitely notice. Oh,
Math.
no.
Do I get the other arm?
Okay.
How much damage did you do?
52.
You don't, but it is you like slide it into its belly. Side of it rips off. Alien organs pour out of it and viscera. It like howls in pain. It is gonna strike you with its claw since you cut off its mason hand.
Y'all, we are gonna
Cool.
die.
So it should have 1 fewer attack, really.
yeah.
Yeah.
Natural 1.
That's true. I looked over the DM screen.
I meant to do that.
Stop doing that. It's gonna try and bite you though.
I'm doing math.
Yeah, that's 28 to hit.
Cool. Can it do less than 14 damage, please?
No.
It can't
Does it
physically
minimum
do less than
14?
14.
It might.
It's okay, I got this. It's cool. I'm a grave domain cleric. It's fine. I'll make them beautiful little headstones next to each other, and there'll be flowers, and
So
they will
just
be
with the
remembered.
bite damage alone, it does 22 points of damage.
Cool.
Piercing damage?
I'm unconscious.
It is
Thanks for that
additionally.
nat 20 dice, by the way. Just didn't get a chance to thank you properly.
Sorry.
I'm unconscious. Thanks for that nat 20 dice.
Death saves are fine.
those death saving throws are
They're
gonna
gonna be sweet.
Yep.
Cool. As you're down, it's going to, as it, like you see it raise its head as you, it kind of goes down with you, and it raises its head. You see its like huge kind of pig-like maw start to,
I don't.
and looks to you, Glaz. It scents its prey from its quarry from 300 years ago and dives towards you.
Sure wish it would have done that some milliseconds earlier.
It jumps towards you, stops suddenly before you as its tail whips around like a whip.
Son of a bitch!
Whips around like a whip. That's very good. Thank you, everybody. I will be your DM for this evening.
Beautiful.
I hate my life. Oh, reaction. I have reactions. Oh, that's not good.
I don't.
So that's 19 to hit.
That's off
That
the
with
weakest
Bane?
Telly
Is
for
it the
just like a
Bane
little-
one?
Huh?
Is that the one with Bane?
No, the one with Bane is standing next to you still.
Son of a bitch! That is. I am not in a good way.
19 plus 8, 27 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm down.
Whose go is it?
It is Glaz's turn.
Glaz is unconscious,
Vinny first.
so I have to make a death saving throw.
Vinny. Yeah.
Oh,
you want another round of
seriously
applause?
typical.
All right. Okay.
Wow.
Can we
Vinny,
get
it
a
is
new
your
DM,
turn.
please?
Okay, I just want to remind everyone that I am on 2 death saves.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Vinny's dead.
That sucks.
You see, could have done something.
What the fuck, Zach?
What the fuck, Des? She did nothing this entire time.
But I was told not to. All right. Anyway.
Do you attune to the finger of death?
Do I attune to the finger of death?
You didn't willingly or knowingly send yourself to your death.
That checks out, to be fair.
Every time there's a fight, you got to be like, okay, I'm gonna do this on purpose.
I gotta just Rambo it.
Yeah.
Well, okay, that was...
So I start rolling a new character now? Or?
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Are you gonna make like Blinny?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Linny Blocklegs.
Yeah.
No, Vinford Cupkins.
Finally.
Yes.
It's just Vinny in a big fake mustache.
Vinny
He's falling off.
dead. So I'm just gonna cross you out from.
Yeah,
the
but you
initiative.
won't skip me on initiative next
Yeah,
time.
so perfect. Glaz, it is your turn.
Should've
Gallows humor.
I'm on death saves now, so it's a 2.
That's failure on that one. The
Sure
second
is.
pit fiend,
Out of 3.
out of 3,
Yeah.
is going to now that Glaz is down, is going to go towards you, Midori.
Oh, good. Yeah, cool. That's good.
For what it's worth now, I'm really sorry making fun of your haircut so much.
Yeah, this is what you get. Actually, no, you're down as well, right?
Yeah.
You're down.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Yeah, fuck them up.
Keep crying, Lontre.
Yeah,
Cry
man.
hard, boy.
Maybe your tears are
Invisible.
visible. It's gonna make a perception check to try and.
Oh, great.
Did it get heavy in here? I feel like...
Nah, it doesn't smell you out, but it's going to
Comedy
try
podcast.
and.
Guys,
Oh,
that's a rat.
Oh, shit.
Whoa!
There's a
That
rat.
is an actual rat.
it's fine. It's fine. No, just leave it.
No, it's perfectly fine, but like,
How are we gonna
just
get
saying
out?
it came out of the,
And we'll just.
Yeah, can we go to break?
We'll be right back after these short, non-fat rat-filled at all messages.
We don't. Are we gonna actually go? We can
Yeah,
little
let's,
thing.
let's pause right now.
Let's
Get outta
pause.
here.
Okay, we'll pause. we're back from a very nail-biting fight, and B, a little friend dropped in to say hello. We were very rude and showed him the door to leave because while we appreciate his audience participation, he is not on the cast.
That's
so,
for the end of the
Well,
show.
he can replace me.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I also
I knew you was direct.
I want to apologize for how quickly I was ready to leave everyone behind. I literally didn't know what was going on, and I was just ready to run out the
Come on,
building.
man. We saw what you did. We saw what you did in that
I
fight.
was ready.
Yeah, that was so on brand.
Sadly,
So
very
on
on
brand.
brand.
Oh, boy.
A quick thing about giveaways before we jump back into what is a fun fight that everyone's having a lot of great fun over.
I was
Stop looking at
promised
me.
fun. Everyone was like, it'll be great.
Oh,
It's
you-
going to be silly.
Clearly didn't see any.
We have for giveaway a Mordekainen's Tome of Foes. It's the limited edition one.
Oh, it's still in this plastic.
It's still in its plastic.
Don't
If that's
touch
the thing
it.
you care about.
No,
Don't
it's
mess
fine.
with the plastic. It's super
it
cool and lovely.
Get over there.
So we also have the magic item cards, the D&D actual magic items cards. These are really, I really like the idea of like giving your players something that they
Come
can.
on, pass them around.
You want to hold
I
it?
just want to lick him.
We also have
Don't worry.
Luke. Can you
Well,
just
that's why it's in
sorry?
plastic.
Can you grab the terrain crate behind you? I forgot to grab that one. Thank you. We also have this 73-piece
Woof.
dungeon crate. It has everything you could want. It has a weird scrying pool. It has a wizard's thing in it.
So
It
many
has
barrels.
So many barrels.
Look, if you win this and
Piles
you want to
of
give it
gold.
to me, I would gladly take
Luke,
a terrain crate.
Montre will have it.
You can't just have things.
We're giving
Yeah,
away
it's rude.
these 3 things to 3 different people, so you have a good chance to grab something. Huh? Thanks to our lovely sponsor, Good Games.
Yeah.
They've been a part of this show for a while now, before we did this wonderful thing with Wizards of the Coast. They've always been super lovely, giving us stuff to give away to you lovely people. So thank you very much to Good Games. Check them out, goodgames.com.au. And the link to enter the giveaway is in chat. I don't know what's the giveaway doobly-doo.
Giant prize, I believe.
Sick.
We should buy one of these.
Nailed it. I know.
For little
Yeah.
If not,
Yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah.
one of
No,
the lovely
100%.
people who are around right now could post it. But I'm pretty sure it's that. Don't quote me.
So what were we up to? We were at that part with the
I think
crying.
we won. No, we
The
won.
dead- Yeah.
we
Oh,
won.
we
Yeah,
won.
yeah,
I
we
believe
won.
everyone's
Yeah.
dead.
No,
and there are pit fiends coming to teabag our bodies.
That doesn't sound right.
And to be fair, Vinny's death is more like a half a death because Vinny's so short.
Ouch,
Yeah.
man.
Wow.
Wow.
Again,
Wow.
Des
One
is
trade
fine.
is
That's true.
crying
Des
in the
is
corner.
great.
will-
Des
Yeah,
is doing
full health,
great.
actually.
She's
sitting
doing
there-
so
sitting
well.
around.
Yeah, she's just watching everyone die,
Chillaxing.
having a good time.
Yeah.
Guys, I have heartburn.
I have worse.
I'm not doing well.
It is now your turn.
Oh, great. Can I stand up, please?
Yeah.
Stop that.
Vinny can't.
Yeah, I can't either.
Wait, Vinny's at my feet, and so is the pit fiend that was hurting
Yeah.
Vinny. Can I?
It and its friend who started moving around the room. Now that everyone's
Oh, they're
down,
friends.
it's
Yo, Larry.
yeah. You never thought about how
The
they
power
felt.
of friendship won in the
Yeah.
end.
It really did.
Beautiful.
You see them like sniffing around, trying to locate the 4th creature that was.
Hey. Hey, me. No, me over here. Come over to the throne.
What?
You. Come here.
Turns around.
Hey, what's up? Get closer.
Stops 10 feet away from you.
Why? Please? A little bit more. Come here.
Starts to turn around.
No.
Continuing to
No,
look you.
come back.
What do you want to do? What would
Can
Des
I please? I don't know.
do? What would Des do?
There's no wrong choice.
Except for the wrong one, which is
Yeah, yeah.
Shut up!
If she picks the wrong one, we're all dead. So I'd be really unhelpful if you pick the wrong one.
Somebody's already dead.
Does this imply watching Vinny die was the correct choice? 'Cause
My
I don't
heart
feel great about
hurts.
it.
I don't know. I mean, maybe if she would have made the right
It was
choice.
one
last
round, you guys. It was one round.
One crucial round.
all it takes.
Des
That
does like,
flickering now is happening more frequently.
I don't
You
want to.
see this wasteland stretched out before you, covered in battlefield of dead people. Mortals alike with demons and devils, but the mortals you see and you feel, you look down and your hands are huge gauntleted fists of Zariel floating there, being told to stay, watch, keep vigil. You flash back and you see your friends being attacked. One of them dead on the ground next to you. What would Dez do?
Des would have stood up the first time, but then some DM made a face, and so I was like, maybe not.
What do you do?
I get up. Cool motion.
What
Cool.
is your
Good timing.
what is your will right now?
My will?
It's a plus.
No. To
In the moment that you got up and that pit fiend turned away, what did you want?
to save my friends.
By
Absolutely slaughtering these pit fiends.
jagged spikes of crystal, not encasing them, start spearing up from the ground and tearing these pit fiends limb from limb. One gets torn in half. The upper half of it gets spiked through to the roof. Another gets obliterated into the ground. The other two start running before you turn. You're now Lontre, you're the only one that sees this as Des. Around her, this kind of nimbus of holy light as she turns, not really Des, but in the avatar almost of Zariel, as she turns with righteous fury and smites these pit fiends.
Oh, cool. The monk
I'm
can
paladin
smite
now,
now.
yeah.
Yeah, great. It's my
The
turn.
people who are still alive return to health at 1 hit point.
Can I roll my death saving throw?
I'm getting up.
Yeah.
Glaz is getting up, and
Yeah.
he saw Vinny go down.
Yeah.
So he's going to go to Vinny, and he's going to cast Revivify.
Okay.
If it's within the first minute of him being dead.
Yes, it still is. How does this magic happen?
Okay.
The look
So-
on your face.
I wasn't ready to go.
So Glaz is going to, as he's running over,
Holland.
he sticks his hand in his pouch, and he knows he's got he knows he has a diamond.
Yeah, you have a couple.
yeah.
You.
This is what I did.
Yeah.
So he takes out the diamond and he unfolds it from the pouch that it's in, and he places it on Vinny's chest, and he looks up at the rest of them, and he's like, I'm going to bring him back. It's okay. Don't worry. Nobody made a mistake today. It's fine. And I'm gonna put my hands on his chest, and I'm gonna close my eyes, and I am gonna cast Revivify.
The diamond is kind of spins slowly and goes into constituent particles, sinks itself into Vinny's form, and he takes a breath.
Hey, you got any more diamonds?
Chipper, I like that after that. How are you feeling, friend?
I've had better days. How am I feeling, hit point wise?
You're
at
on, I
one.
believe, 1 hit point.
Join the club, though.
Very weak thumbs up.
Okay, how's about everybody gets nice and close, and I will cast Prayer of Healing. And
Yeah, so this takes, I think, 10 minutes.
yes.
We're just kind of for 10 minutes.
Yeah. This is rough.
I
This
think
is a comedy podcast.
I think Lontre is still crying. in the
I
corner.
had great fun. I don't know what you mean.
I had temporary fun. I feel like you almost gave me that so you could take it away.
Yeah.
That's 17 hit points.
Just a
17?
17, yeah.
But Des, so while this is happening, you have still the flickering visions of
To everyone.
Zariel
17.
doing much the same thing you did, standing up from her vigil and joining in the fight, joining the fray, trying to protect the people that she thought needed protecting.
She used to do that, you know. She wasn't always bad.
Really?
Yeah, she was good. Why do you think I followed her for so long? I followed her into battle. I fought for her. I fought by her side. Many Celestials did. Some of them just kind of lost their way. So you feel better now? You look a little, gosh, I don't want to offend you, but shitty.
Oh, that was pre-existing.
Oh, that's right. I'm glad you're okay. Even if you are a little bit sizzling when
Honestly,
you walk around.
I think it might have realigned your face a little better when it was mauling you there. I think you're a little... I feel like you're a little bit more charismatic than you were before,
A
Ian.
little bit more asymmetrical or symmetrical.
How
not
much more
asymmetrical.
charismatic?
Mechanically, sir.
What's your charisma right now?
It's at 20.
All right. You're at 21.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like the skin
Doesn't
is sitting on
actually
his
affect
face
your
properly.
Doesn't matter.
bonuses in any way.
Not until he gets to 22 at the next level up.
Look at you
Yeah,
knowing
everyone.
rules.
Dungeons and Dragons is a fun game. You play with friends.
We're on their stream.
Yeah, I love it.
I don't wanna have to get into a whole thing here with who owes who what for bringing people back from the dead, but
We're square. Don't worry about it.
oh.
It's fine.
Wow.
Okay.
You gave that away for free.
No,
Look,
it doesn't matter. Keep going.
This is why I'm here. This is what I did for her.
I mean,
brought
you got any
people
more of
back.
them diamonds?
I got
No,
it's-
paladin. Sorry. Don't forget I asked.
The diamonds are particularly for bringing people back from, the dead. So
Oh, they're
if you
like cubic zirconium or
if you
something?
have any plans on gosh,
Cool lab mate.
what is the value that you place on your life? If you fancy dying again, I can bring you back, but I do need the diamonds. So
What if he dies and we just get the diamonds?
look, I don't. You know what?
Yeah, no,
You do
wait, hang
you.
on.
You do you. But this is basically what I did for her. So don't worry about
Stole
it.
diamonds.
No,
And by her, you mean Zariel.
dude, weak.
Zariel, that sword! We came here for a reason.
Oh, the sword. You want the sword? Okay, yeah, sure.
Lontre, you are still in your scrabble to be free of this place. You notice there is an opening about roughly halfway around from where the exit was.
Did Lantre see all this happen after the spikes coming out, or at this point did he just start running, crying, and invisible?
The exit didn't
Oh, it didn't
appear.
appear?
This
Alright.
this seems to lead further in.
All right. I think Lantre just kind of walks on, forgetting that he's invisible, into the next area.
Clunk, clunk, clunk.
Wait, where's
And like a
Lantre?
small wet drip of tears.
Oh.
Trying to
He's
save face.
sniffling?
He's like,
Yeah.
yes.
Lantre's going that way.
guys.
I'm fine. I just got something in my eye. I don't know what it was.
We can't see you.
It's all right.
Follow the soggy air going that way.
So we're looking for this sword, right? That's what you want?
Yes.
Well,
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I already have
Yep.
a sword, so
Wait, what?
No, not that.
Not
Oh,
that, so
yeah.
he's an idiot.
I think
Let's keep going.
I see. Okay. Well, in that case, I can just locate it for you if you want.
Oh,
That is a thing that I can do.
you can do that.
Yes.
I feel like that would actually be super helpful.
Yeah,
Okay.
it would be.
I'm
Yeah,
surprised
yeah.
we didn't start with that.
Yeah, kind of same, to be honest. Like before the whole, death thing.
I mean, no harm, no foul. And just coughs up a bunch of blood. Thanks again, Des.
Yeah. I'm glad you came through that.
it's smashy. Yeah, we don't need the smashing anymore.
Tunk, the thing tunk, tunk, stops. You hear a disappointed sigh.
Yeah, we found another way to find the sword.
Also, how does a scorpion sigh? Thanks.
All right.
Didn't know you were a part-time Foley artist, but thank you.
I pull out a forked twig from the same pouch that I got from my other pouch. Hang on, around the back. I can never remember where I put these things. It's been 300 years. I pull out a forked twig and I cast locate object, and I just kind of hold it out in front of me.
It spins around in your hand, vibrates for a second, and then points. So opposite to where you came in, pretty much a straight line, kind of vibrating towards.
Okay, we follow the twig. I know that sounds.
Is
No,
there an
it's
opening in the crystal
fine.
where the twig's
Okay.
pointing?
There is many. So after the pit fiends were destroyed, there was many openings that started to crack open up.
Is Lantre going the right way?
Laundry went away, but it's a different way to where the twig is pointing.
Oh,
We
no.
don't see it.
Oh boy.
Is it invisible still? How long does that last?
I believe an hour.
Yeah.
Boy.
Oh my god.
It's just invisible walking around a palace of death.
Yeah, it's up to 1 hour.
You're sniffling your way and like rubbing your eyes, feeling good. You turn around, no one's behind you.
I've done this to myself. Lundre has no regrets.
What do you want to do?
I think.
Marvel that we can all cast
no.
invisibility as well.
I just got that.
Me too. For a minute, the gears were going.
It's been a long day.
I'm like,
I think, Lontre kind of does what he always does when he doesn't know what's going on, and he just starts to wander around and kind of like just kick at walls, and in general, like he sits down for a bit and has a bit of a rest, like just a minute or two, but it's boring.
Yeah.
So he gets back up and
Looks around.
yeah.
Some of these crystals look like they're formed into almost like stained glass looking, like beautiful depictions of Zariel in various states of warfare. What strikes you is like the grace and elegance, but as you get further in, you're hopelessly lost. Like, if you're not trying to get out, you can make a survival check if you want to try and get out, but you just wandered. They turn, and you see her slowly, the angel wings, like, tattered in some of these depictions. Her once, holy group of warriors that are striking down demons seem a little bit more cruel. And we go back to the rest of the barely fortunate party.
I'm having a
who are
conversation
now-
with Lontre, who I think is there just invisible.
You enter the next room. This one is unadorned. There's no great throne. There is nothing but a word. You recognize it again. Same kind of depictions of trial and test within these inherent and within this word, but the single word, sacrifice.
that doesn't bode well.
I'd like to roll investigation, please.
Roll away, my friend.
Yeah, shake it a lot. For luck.
It's
I think that's a 20.
Whoa.
It's also stuck down.
Lita, you.
20.
It's an upside.
Oh, wow.
Wait.
19.
20.
So what's it say?
Were you investigating what it said?
I was investigating it. Yeah, I was investigating. I know what it said because I can read it.
Celestial.
Right, but like,
What's happening?
It says
can
sacrifice.
I intuit anything?
You can.
It says sacrifice.
On your other hand,
Oh no.
no, sorry, on your left hand, you start to see this kind of spike of corruption traveling through your palm and up your wrist, over past your forearm, and is now burning through your flesh.
Cool. So you had to sit down for your one. This seems to just be happening. Anyway, are you, Vinny, you're not doing that or anything, are you?
I mean, if you need me to sacrifice you right now,
No,
No, I
that is not what is happening right
It's
here.
more just, the arm corruption. Anyone?
Should we cut it
Can
off here?
No, let me make a medicine check to see what the hell is going on here.
I'll roll to assist.
As you approach Midori, Midori starts to kind of hack and cough, kind of black little spittle kind of.
Okay, sure.
What?
Cool. I will check what is going on here. That's a natural 1. Oh, that's an 8.
Can I make Arcana?
Yeah, so you do it as well.
Can I?
Yeah,
Vinny,
that's
come on,
a
buddy.
10.
So you both, you as a medicine check, you come up and like touch his arm, move it, move away. Vinny, how do you check?
I pull out my wand and I just like poke at him a little bit just
Yeah.
to see what happens because I don't want to touch the glowy arm.
So you poke at it, it looks bad, but it looks divine in nature, not quite arcane. Glaz, however, as you stand back, you should check one hand, and that same corruption is on your palm, and it's spreading.
Huh.
Oh, it's like a.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Are we blood brothers? Is this what is happening here?
Maybe.
Should we high five?
Yes.
No.
Yes. High five. High five.
No, actually-
Corruption can wait.
Corruption buddies.
I'm making friends.
That is not
He
what's
says,
happening here.
coughing and wheezing.
Okay, we need to figure out
you
what's
hanging.
happening here.
Yeah, I'm still holding up the high five though. Yes.
Oh.
Do we roll for it? Or?
Roll a d4.
Yeah, you need to see if
Roll
the
a D.
numbers
Now it's a
line up.
D4. What have you done?
It was always a d4.
Roll the 2.
Come on.
Is that a 2?
That's a
Three.
3.
Damn it!
One of those times.
Be better. Okay.
How awkwardly do they miss?
Oh, please don't.
They bounce off each other. The corruption just like little tendrils come out of the
you
palm.
go to,
like
you go to
no.
high five, but like your sickness inside kind of, and you just kind of like wheeze for a
Yeah,
second.
maybe later.
So like you cough on his hand instead
This
of
thing is-
high-fiving it.
Oh no.
You see that glorious divine hand is now like the where the joints are in your fingers start to spike, almost like bones, like out of your fingers. The white turning into kind of like a metallic black.
Oh, not again.
The hand turning kind of scaly almost.
Oh, this is a whole roller coaster of things happening right now.
You're feeling awful. This is like
I feel awful.
this is. It feels like it's not only tearing away your flesh and you feel disease, but you feel like your soul is being carved away.
Oh, give me a minute. Do you want to figure out what this room does? Maybe that the sacrifice thing, because I feel like I might be it right now.
But
Do you want to,
also,
like,
Glaz-
maybe, like, acknowledge the fact that maybe I am?
Oh, I'm sorry for not taking that into account.
Yeah.
I should have thought about your
yes,
feelings
I
more on this. I feel like you're underplaying the sudden, inevitable death thing currently happened to me.
Again,
Can we just leave it at neutral?
Midori.
And no harm, no foul. Hang on a second.
real happy to give you your turn here if sacrifice is what we're after. Again, just say the word.
Midori, you see.
Hang on.
Midori, you see, much in the same way that Dez had flashes of
Get off the
like
chair.
otherworldly sight. You are standing in a war-torn barracks in the middle of the Blood Wars. You have those same gauntleted fists.
This is how Dez feels all the time.
But you see now everything apart from your left arm is horribly corrupted. That same kind of blackened, spiky, kind of demonic possession kind of taking hold of you. It hasn't done it completely yet. The last thing that it hasn't is your mind is safe, and you know that your left hand and the sword that you wield in your left hand is safe. And that's the last thing that is. The last memory, like the last thoughts that are going through your head is that you need to save this last piece of yourself, that it's the last thing to go.
Right.
And in this memory and in real life, Glaz stands before you. In this memory, he is your most trusted lieutenant.
Hello.
Is he looking at me funny? He does that.
My most trusted lieutenant.
I'm sorry,
Those
what?
words to you mean a lot, Glaz. They were one of the last things you heard from Zariel before she asked you.
Could you grab me a snack?
You remember that memory burned into your
I think she said she wants
Into
a
your
turkey
thoughts.
sub.
Rye bread, toasted.
Fuck, the turkey's a little dry.
Son of a bitch. It's such a good moment.
Okay.
It's me, moment ruiner.
I need absolute silence.
You remember those memories, the corruption, Zariel standing before you, the sword, that flash of silver was your blade.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That was a whole thing. Okay, so I killed her.
Cool. I am her right
You
now.
didn't kill her. You took the sword, and she was unable to let it go.
Oh, it's all fuzzy. You kind of like, hang on. Okay, yeah, it's like
It was a long
300
300
years.
years.
Yeah,
And in some ways,
time.
in a lot of ways, you feel like you did, because you took the last uncorrupted piece of her and buried it in the Avernus wasteland.
Great.
That corruption is taking hold.
How much you want that
cool.
magic dice, buddy?
Yeah, can I roll to resist? Can I roll a
what?
saving throw?
It's going. You can make a choice. Much as Zariel
You
did.
son of a... I'm gonna get my sword,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna look at the glowy hand with the natural 20 dice. And I'm gonna look at the sword. And I'm gonna look at the arm with the natural 20 dice. And I'm gonna look at the thing that says sacrifice. And then I'm gonna look at Vinny, because I feel like he's the one who understands dramatic irony the most here.
He shrugs.
Then I'm gonna look dead ass at the DM.
You peer through reality to stare at me, Zachary.
And flip him off with the demon hand.
You want to roll for it?
I'm gonna roll.
That was so weak.
Yeah.
Roll with 2 die. Just roll with,
I attacked twice.
No, roll with the purple die and roll with just a normal d20. I just want to see what you get with the normal d20. Just roll at the same time.
Is that a D?
No, I'm gonna roll this one first.
It's like,
Wait, no, I'm gonna roll this one for dramatic effect second. No, I'm gonna roll this one first. That is a
I went to look and I feel
know.
so dumb because it's a 20.
We all did.
We all did.
Dude.
27 to
Yeah,
hit.
that hits.
Yeah.
Roll the normal
What's my
d20.
AC self?
Pretty low.
It's that is a. This is 17. This is a 23.
wow.
Oh, it was only going to be amazing if it was a natural 20 or if it was a 1.
If it was a 1 and I missed.
You gotta roll the dice sometimes.
Because I wasn't hitting with the glowy hand.
Yeah, so you come forward and the whole arm is taken off. You stand there. There is blood.
hate
There is
you,
mortal
Zachary.
blood that pours out of you. The corruption along with it. Glaz, you start to feel better as well.
I didn't have to cut anything off.
Does he have to give that dice back?
Yeah. Give me the purple dice.
What dice?
Give me the purple
What
dice.
dice? No, you don't get to touch her. Only Zach gets to touch. Take the. You have to lean over. There we go.
Now you gave him
Midori-
the dice. Now he's going to be rolling 20s.
What's he gonna do? Kill us all?
Oh, that was...
Still a sore spot.
Too soon.
Literally. Like,
Probably a lot of yeah.
Have I told you, Zach, I really like your haircut?
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Have I told you that my respect for you diminishes as this podcast goes on?
Yes.
Midori looks at the arm. How's the arm doing?
Pretty good.
Does it look like a
You
recently
meant your right
severed arm? Or
You meant your right arm?
yeah.
Oh, yeah, your right arm's doing fine.
What about the left?
Not doing so
Right.
crash
So
high.
does it look like a freshly hewn arm? Or
I mean, you
does
just cut it off.
it look, well, I mean, I was saying I was already an amputee, right?
Yeah.
Am I at this stage?
It's a fresh wound.
Oh, good. I get to go through that again.
Vinny
Yeah.
steps forward, his hand like wreathed in fire. Last time, you remember?
Yep.
Last
Alright.
time, Vinny
Sear it
cauterized the wound when it first happened, I believe.
We did not have a lot of options last time it happened.
Just for a quick recap for anyone.
Oh, yeah.
quick recap for that. So last time it happened, I was under the mistaken impression that he was a paladin when he joined the group, and the things that happened was my paladin confidant turned out to be a demon a demon friend, I guess.
Demon associate.
Demon associate, demon compatriot sometimes. And I lost an arm and fell unconscious and ultimately failed in my duty in one big old
To be
rolled up
fair-
thing. So this is a great callback.
Most of those things have already happened, so those won't be changed. It's just the fire again.
Yeah, so I'm going to hold out the arm to him, forgetting that we have a cleric.
That's fine.
Guy.
Y'all do
And that
you.
I can lay on hands. Or lay
Yeah.
on hand, I guess.
Also, very important question. Where is the prosthetic arm from before? Just
You
wondering.
still have it.
And you're
Just
not
wondering.
You specifically took
Actually, he
it.
specifically said he misplaced it somewhere.
Yeah, it's true.
So I don't have
I think Des probably picked it up, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, sure, yes. I am very used to picking up after you, so why not?
If you want to have it, you can have it.
I hold it out to you.
The practice motion, you put your arm still in. You strap it up.
It's still an alright arm, to be honest.
You attach the shield.
I'll miss the glowy arm, but, you know,
It would have been very broken for you to have.
still would have found a way to roll a 1.
Okay.
Let's go to another room.
Yeah. As you approach, there's a short hallway in front of you. Along with your magics, you manage to find the right branching paths throughout, and you come up to a room. This one, unlike all the others, has a door leading into the room. Above is written,
L'entrée is here.
Andre, yo, this way.
Room where you should go to get the snacks. The final chamber.
Son of a bitch.
This essentially is morality. Again, a test of a challenge of
Nobody let L'entrée into that door.
Oh no.
What does it say?
It says morality, Vinny.
Vinny tries to take us to. Ooh.
this room as you approach there is markings. This isn't quite language. This is again celestial, but more in terms of how glyph work and kind of filigree can fill out the meaning of something. You know that only one more can enter this room.
You mean what? Like, only one of us can go in? Ah.
Is what? Okay, I read the room wrong. I just thought I made eye contact with the other divine person. I'm sorry. You know, I've already done one. I'm gonna step
In
back.
some interpretations of morality, it also is a test of the mind.
Yeah, okay, so the thing about this room is, suggests that maybe only one person can go in here. And since only bad things have really been happening in all the other rooms, maybe I'll go in and, like, you know, check it out, and...
You're the only person who can bring someone back.
True.
How you feeling there, Midori? Not great?
What was it you had said before? Very, you know, downplaying the whole had better days. That was the one. Sorry to be a Debbie Downer.
Guess I've died once today, and I'll step into the room.
The door swings shut behind him.
You're still
Okay,
heroes?
but like knowingly, okay, Zachary? Knowingly and willingly here.
Stepped into a room.
I wish I could have blessed you or something before you went.
Would that have even worked?
I don't know!
It just kind of slides off.
Yes.
There's a big hammer. And
Touch
it
him and it
falls.
just...
You enter a room. There is a table. There's 2 seats opposite each other, facing one another. As you walk forward, one seat is filled already by a figure you know quite well. It is Danielle Fresco, your erstwhile companion
Familiar.
and familiar
Yeah.
who was taken back from you after you betrayed or stood up to your patron, the boss.
Again, he started it, but who's counting?
Sure. He's just sitting there, across the room, across the table. The chair closest to you is free. On top of the table is what appears to be small figurines. Maybe you can't quite tell. Across the table.
I'll
Just Warhammer that he's been.
And now we
Also,
clear
you can win
room
a terrain
and
crate.
place.
I'll go up and take a seat and go, Danny,
Vinny, how you doing?
trying to work out if that's really you.
I mean, it could be, right? There's every chance. Do I look like me?
Yeah, but that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, pretty good though. Huh?
I've seen better.
Ah, come on. What's the giveaway?
The look.
Yeah, you'd think that. Listen, should I take the first move or
Oh, so it's a
should we do
game.
this?
We're
It
playing a
always
game.
is with you, Vinny.
Yeah, but usually I know the rules.
Yeah. Won't this be a fun challenge?
After you,
My stomach just.
Mr. Alfresco.
And he takes a piece and moves it forward. We cut to outside the room as the rest of the party gathers at these doors, looking in. As they close, you could tell these were kind of, again, these like you've only seen them briefly. They're kind of crystalline, almost like stained glass windows. This one depicts Zariel and Thavius Krieg, who you know was, he was the person that Zariel made the pact with on Baldur's Gate that eventually damned the city. That they made a deal. The companion star was put in place, and the companion star was the thing that became a portal 300 years later and drew the city through. We cut back into the room. They have made a move. They've placed the front of the figures forward. What would you like to do?
Before I do anything, can I make some kind of just like intelligence check to intuit some kind of objective or rules to what is happening here?
Yeah, make an intelligence check. Investigation.
Investigation?
Yeah.
That's a 10.
You also have Dark One's Luck.
I do, but I feel like this is not the moment to use it.
Sure.
Is it blackjack?
Very, very uncertainly.
Yeah. What? A lot of pieces on a board. That's blackjack.
This is your knowledge.
I'm picturing something like very chess-like in the setup.
It's very
right? So,
chess-like. The board itself is different. It's not a checkerboard by any stretch. It seemed to have a pattern, almost like a map. But in terms of the rules of play, I mean, basically if you make the exact same move, that's not a bad play necessarily.
That's exactly what I was going to do. Like lean back in his chair, like super cocky, and just mirror match the move.
Yeah, it's like, you don't know what you're doing, do you?
I think I'm doing fine.
You have the confidence, though.
It's your turn.
He moves another piece.
I lean in over the board.
Do you want to study? You can study the pieces. You can study the board
Yeah.
itself.
So, what does the piece that he just moved look like?
So his pieces are red. They look mostly like demons. If you pay close attention, the front ones look like smaller. The large ones, you can see one of them appears to be Baphomet, who is one of the archdemons who you met earlier in this adventure.
So good.
He's moving some of the minor demons forth. You can see your own pieces. As you pay more attention, roll another investigation check.
That one's an 11.
Okay.
We're getting there.
Another piece of information. So your pieces they're much fewer than his, and they are largely angels, celestial beings. Some of which are looking a little tattered, not great. But you appear to be, unlike him, who just has forces and large pieces. You have a number of small forces. You have a Zariel piece, and you have the center of which it's quite a large piece. It takes up the about a third of your board. If you pay close enough attention, it looks like Baldur's Gate on a plinth, kind of.
Okay.
If you pay close enough attention, you can even see little parts moving in it.
Okay. For my next move, I've got fewer pieces. Can I move one of the angel pieces to kind of consolidate defenses around Baldur's Gate?
Yeah, you can. You're kind of starting in that position, so you can kind of move your piece into a more defense, like stacking them up, especially in the way he is.
Okay.
Striking
Again,
you.
I'm like using chess logic here. So what I'll move like one of my it looks less impressive angel pieces forward into kind of a sacrificial position.
Sure.
So if he was to take it, I can counterattack, sort of thing.
So you're moving up to the middle of the board now. You see Danny. He's just like, is this fun for you? You like this? I mean, honestly, it's like old times.
I mean, time of my life. I cannot think of a better day I had than today.
But you do like this, don't you? You okay? That was a bit much.
What do you mean?
You live for this, though, Vinny.
Live for what?
Death, sometimes. But it seems you're always barreling head forward towards it.
Well, I don't exactly have the safest line of work.
But you chose it.
I did.
Why?
I happen to have an aptitude.
So that's what you're gonna do.
Ships
You're
aren't
just
meant to
gonna-
stay in port, buddy.
So you're just gonna keep going till that ship crashes?
You got a better suggestion? Not gonna retire.
That'd be funny. What are you gonna do? Play canasta?
Exactly. I mean, is this canasta? I've never played canasta.
This is not canasta. And he puts another piece forward. You can see he's consolidating his pieces towards the middle of the board. He's moving them all the way up. Yeah, you can make another investigation check on your turn.
Come on, Vinny. Come on.
16.
You should banish that dice. Get rid of it. Do you want a good one?
I'm switching to the pink ones.
Okay.
16. You realize that your side of the board, where Baldur's Gate is sitting, represents. You realize the board is actually a map. What you're seeing has a kind of barrier around it of the material plane. That's where Baldur's Gate sits right now. A little way forward, there is the. But like running like a scar throughout the whole map, there is the hallowed ground or Angel's Grave, the place where a celestial fell.
Have any of his pieces crossed that yet?
No, they haven't. We cut back outside, not to the barely fortunate party, but to Lontre, wandering the halls of the Bleeding Citadel.
Baby, I want to save him.
It's, how long has it been since
Usually
you've
ends
been
up
invisible?
alright, it's fine.
300 years.
He's only visible for 60 minutes, so...
At some point, you've definitely turned visible again.
Oh, cool. I think in that time, Longe was trying to do drawings, but he was invisible, so you can actually see what he was doing to his book. And now he's just ripping out pages and throwing them away because the drawings were terrible. He assumed they were really good. Well, that stained glass window.
Yeah. You hear footsteps.
Behind me?
Echoing, kind of.
I think Lontre cast invisibility.
Did he start crying again?
and starts crying. Lontre goes invisible and then tries to listen for where the footsteps are coming from to see if he can find where they're coming from because he's going to assume that they are friendly. Because I mean that's probably
You're
what's
invisible?
happening.
Okay. You try and find. You make your way forward invisibly. You can hear the footsteps echoing out. You come across a kind of larger, more arterial kind of vein throughout this citadel, and you see a number of demons. Sorry, devils. Making their way through the citadel.
Is there footsteps?
Yeah.
They're treading very lightly.
No.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, like,
Their footsteps are echoing around.
Uh-huh.
It's not hard to follow their footsteps. You see
Okay.
them though. You see one in particular that you recognize. Danny Alfresco.
whoa.
They shouldn't be able to be in this citadel. It's a place like as a bard, you would know that this place is
You assume a lot.
deeply celestial. Yeah. Lontre knows this. Joel doesn't.
Yeah.
There is a fine line, but it's there.
I think at this point, Lontre is going to try and run to find the party. So I think up until this point, it seemed like he was just going to wander around and things were just going to pan out like they usually do.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but for once, Lontre is like, okay, I've actually got to do something because this is not a good situation. So what are they doing? They're just marching in
Yeah.
to this giant castle.
Historically, when Lontre does the right thing, he immediately falls unconscious.
That's true. Lontre trips, hitting his head.
And he's out.
He can't sleep at the ground. Lontre starts to like quietly, but as fast as he can, he starts to try and retrace his steps over the last hour.
Okay, make a survival check for me.
All right.
You can add half your proficiency bonus because you
I
are
don't know
a
what
bard.
that is. Oh, what is?
That's a
Oh, that's a
D12.
D12.
Oh my god.
That's
They're
D12.
D20s there.
That's a test.
Oh, we're all doomed.
That's a 3 plus my half my proficiency. which
Don't
is
even
5.
bother looking it up, mate.
It's
fine.
fine.
So it
By
was a
which means it's
success.
not
is what
fine.
you're saying.
You duck off looking for your friends.
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah.
Back inside the room, you've found out from a few moves now that you've consolidated. Both of you have consolidated your forces at this scar across the map. This thing representing the midpoint between the Abyss and Avernus. The angel forces that you've moved to kind of here. As soon as they've gotten closer to the middle, they've gotten more tainted, more corrupted, more devilish. Your Zariel now is completely fallen. She no longer has the white wings. Her wings are black feathers. Her head completely bare, and this dark like halo around it. She no longer has her sword. The actions that you've seen throughout these things have kind of taken place within this game.
Okay, Vinny doesn't know exactly what to do.
Yeah.
So he's going to go to what his instincts tell him to do, which is cheat.
Yes, Vinny.
Yeah.
Considering the challenge is
Cheat the
morality.
Yep.
Yes.
Question: can we see? Because you said there were like,
Yes.
were there pane glass windows into
Yes.
the room where Vinny is?
Yes.
Can I see Vinny's form?
You can see what appears to be where Vinny was sitting
Yeah.
is now Zariel, and the other figure looks like Thavius Krieg. What they're discussing is a plan, a plot. Zariel is discussing the benefits of essentially sacrificing Baldur's Gate. This is while she is full-blown corrupted. Some part of her, like you knew from battling with her, all she wanted to do was end the Blood War. Once and for all. Not just stall it as her fall did, because when she fell, the hallowed ground was made. Not just stall it, but end it. Destroy the devils, the demons, everyone. That's what she wanted to do. And so they're discussing back and forth between them, Thavius Krieg and her, making this deal, this pact that doomed the city of Baldur's Gate. What they're discussing is Thavius Krieg is telling her that this is the oldest city. And then there is an important loophole within the nature of hallowed ground, that no demons, nor devils, nor their mortal vassals can ever commit violence there, or they will receive divine retribution. Everyone knows in that city knows that.
Does Vinny know this?
Yes, you were told this.
Okay.
They're discussing that if Zariel placed the companion star within Baldur's Gate, that using that as a 300-year ritual, she can sow the seeds of necromancy and raise the catacombs, the oldest known catacombs in the world.
The big spooky.
The big spooky. Drag Baldur's Gate into Avernus, and she will have an army of undead, unrivaled by history, at her command, that are neither devils nor demons nor their vassals.
Well, this seems like a great idea.
Yeah.
So, for Vinny's turn, I want to pick up a piece that is closest to the no man's land through the middle of the board, and move it across that very deliberately and elaborately. And as I do that, I want to minor illusion all my pieces to look like undead.
As you do so, you make the change, and Danny Alfresco is like chuckling to himself as you made the illusion, but what happened was they all came pouring out of the Baldur's Gate piece that you have. They came pouring out and like covered the board. You only made a minor illusion. This should it was a simple thing, but it keeps pouring and pouring and pouring until the entire board is covered in bones.
Vinny leans back in his chair. Okay, your move, Danny.
You know, you're pretty good at this.
Well, I try.
You do. But there was one person I know that was always one step ahead of you.
Who's that?
The doors fly open, and Danny Alfresco and a group of devils are standing with swords to the backs of the barely fortunate party. You look back, and the boss, your patron, is sitting across from you.
See, I knew it wasn't Danny.
You're pretty good. Not quite good enough.
And
The
boss,
board itself starts to disintegrate, and in its place, the hilt, Zariel's sword.
Oh, good.
So we can just take this and go now, right? We done here?
We're done here. I will take this and go. Thank you very much. Vincent, as always, you've been a prize pupil.
Wait, no. How are you even in here?
You let me in, my boy. You let me in. And at this, the walls of this citadel start to kind of break away and vanish. And you're not standing at ground level. You are hundreds and hundreds of feet up.
What do you mean I let you in?
You're here. You're my little patron buddy, aren't you? Patron, warlock,
I hate you so much, Zachary.
Thank you for the invitation, my good.
Wait. So hang on. You seem to be getting up ahead of steam, so let me cut you off just before you go on a roll here, because I know how you like to talk.
I have plenty of time.
Because I'm here, so you get to be here too.
Yes, Vinny. And I'll be taking this and going. Thank you.
Hey, Gaz,
Yes?
how you feeling right now?
Great.
I will.
You're standing there, Danny, with they've all got swords towards you. Lontre, you run up behind them being like, hey, gal!
A source of stuff.
So you're standing there, your heart beating in your chest. That wand burning a hole in your pocket. You stare at the board. You stare at your boss. Danny looks at you with genuine emotion on his face. The only person that you care about.
Look up at Danny.
Yeah.
I wink, and I will use the wand on myself. I'm tied to the boss, right?
Yeah.
If I'm not conscious, he can't be here.
No. But you're not attuned to the wand.
Can I see him doing this? Can I see any of this happening?
Do I have any spell that will kill me?
The edge of the now the walls are free. You can see now the crystalline structure starts to like eat away. The edge getting closer and closer towards you. You see now it's a enormous drop. A precipice. Your heart beats. Time seems to slow.
Then I don't need the wand.
What do you do?
Jump.
There was always one person that Vinny Cupcakes put first,
Let me know when I'm clear.
and that was himself. You begin to fall. You have willingly and knowingly sent yourself to your death.
I have Misty Step, but
Misty Step, at this point, you can't, like, as soon as you're past the edge, you can't see on it. You could only go laterally, basically.
Oh, this was so
The
worth it to screw
wand-
the boss over.
The wand, which was individual finger bones, now, like, is no longer in a shape. It starts to bend and mold. The finger bones wrapping around your hand, like mirroring the bones of your own hand. As you're falling, you now, so the wand allows you to, say, +2 wand. It also allows you to cast Finger of Death once per 3 days.
I mean, I got to give it one shot, right?
You can no longer see the boss.
Oh, so he's not there.
No.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure what you want me to do here.
What are we seeing as the party? Like, are we seeing this all happen as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
How far up are we?
You're probably 300 feet up as a rough
Not even.
estimate.
Come on, buddy.
You're falling. You have access to this spell. The spell allows you to target a creature. It takes a number of,
I think it's
hit
like
points.
60-10 or 10. It's some stupid amount of damage.
and that creature rises as a zombie under your command.
Sure. Well, look up how much damage it is, and I really hope this kills me.
Oh my god.
This
This is
is such an emotional recording. It's ridiculous.
I don't know what to do. I can save him and I can get rid of the boss, but I can't do both.
Do you want to willingly take this damage?
Get rid of the
Yeah.
boss. The boss?
Because like I only come back as a
Banish him.
creature under my control if I die from this,
Maybe.
right?
I don't want him to do
That's how the
this.
spell works.
But then
78 plus 30 necrotic damage.
Since I don't even have to roll, I'm on 18 hit points.
Yeah. The Barely Fortunate Party. You witness as this kind of like crystalline structure is falling away. Vinny look to you guys, winks, and then just leaps. The boss looks dumbfounded, angry, confused, looks to you all, looks back down, swears. And Vinny, as you place your hand, the necrotic energy pulses
That
through
chest
you.
has not had a great time.
No, it has not. And the magic pulses through you, taking your life, and you hit the ground lifelessly. Back up at the top of the tower, the boss, now without a mortal vessel who is allowing him entry, the structure begins to consume him and subsume him, pulling him into the crystal itself, pulling him down.
He's not going to like that.
No, he doesn't. Into the structure, pushing him subsumed completely.
I'd like to think just before he does, everyone in the party as one gives him the Vinny finger gun.
And they all make the noise.
I thought it was Pachow.
Oh, sorry.
As with
Sorry,
Danny,
on the moment.
as with Danny, as with the rest of the devils that came in with him.
Okay, so we're alone.
Huh?
We're alone.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
The-
run up to the sword.
All right. What do you want to do?
Run up to the sword and grab the sword.
You touch the sword. What are all the terrible things that Midori has done?
Okay. A lot of smiting. Those were people who were mostly bad. When he was 6, he stole a milk. He didn't pay for it.
Yeah.
Other than, he
killed a kid in high school.
He waged, don't worry. We waged war against a foreign country. I guess
You kill the ruler.
I killed a ruler. That was in proactive self-defense. She tried to kill. She chopped off my arm. Lots of
Fair
things
enough, fair
bad.
enough.
A lot of bad blood there.
But you are by no means a perfect individual.
No, regicide generally counts against me. We've had the conversation about
As you
that
touch
before.
the blade, it burns, and you reel your hand back.
Lantre runs up and he grabs the blade.
Oh no.
It burns a lot worse, let me tell you.
The only thing he ever did was forget the name of that guy who he gave a drink to one time, whose name I can't remember.
It's true.
With the flask. What's his name? I don't remember.
You're doing it again.
We could spend the next 3 episodes on just the shit you've done to Dave.
That's true.
I feel like someone with a little bit less sin, maybe. Anyone?
Shame Vinny's dead.
Anyone blameless? Anyone not been doing a whole lot of sinning? He
For the
says to
past-
this side of the table. Anyone? And nobody.
Glaz
No,
is
what-
going to step forward and he is going to bamf out his incorporeal angel wings, and he is going to try and take the sword.
While
That's
you
impressive.
are not a perfect individual yourself, as a cleric of Zariel, you take the sword, it does not burn you, and you draw it from the plinth.
And then I am going to fly down after Vinny.
You fly down. Vinny, as you were in that situation with Boss, you felt your heartbeat, pounding in your ears. As you were falling, you thought the same thing. Now you're still somewhat conscious.
I'm
But there's-
invincible.
No heartbeat. There's no rhythm there to keep your mind together. You're
Invincible.
floating. Your psyche is shattered. There is no... You don't know your name. You don't know who you are. Your base instincts are somewhat there, but you start to rise before you feel a hand push against your chest. And painful, hideous agony tears through you. But it puts you back together as the Revivify spell brings you back to a semi state of life. You are an undead under your own control.
Invincible.
With the divine magic that you've put into him, you are, in a sense, alive.
So really, like, how many of those diamonds you got?
I said it before, dude, you look like shit.
I actually feel pretty great.
You look like a bag of balls got smashed.
Yeah, but again, pre-existing condition.
You keep saying that, but you're more handsome than you give yourself credit for. Hey, don't throw yourself off any more
Hey,
towers.
it worked, right?
Who's
Everyone's
that
okay?
guy? Who was that?
I think
I saw your footsteps before. I saw you walking around sizzling.
so. I used to have some kind of psychic link to the boss, right? I feel
Gone.
like null and void.
Gone.
That
It
was
it-
my patron.
It lasted to your, I would say death, but you already died once. It lasted to your mortal life.
Ooh.
So I guess I'm a free agent.
More like a free spirit.
I think I'm gonna be sensitive about that for a little while.
Sure, fine, okay.
Can you help me up? I'm not sure how my
Yeah,
legs work right now.
okay. I can carry you if you're not like opposed to that. I have wings. Check it out. Flap, flap.
You know what? It's been a long day, and I do not want to mess around with stairs.
That's fine. I'll carry
Please.
you. That's cool. I'll take you. I'll
Yeah,
take
he
you back up to
grabs
the
his
top
hand.
with the others. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa, those are some
Wait,
super
do you
cool wings.
carry him? How do you carry him?
Unceremoniously.
Like
I
carry?
I put the sword in a sheath and then I bridle carry him up, and I'm like, my big gold wings are going, and I'm like, my hair is out of my ponytail now, and it's like drifting around and stuff.
It's a bit romantic.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you guys walk,
Vinny
to the
doesn't have
edge-
full control of his neck, so it's just
Dude, you're kind of floppy. I need you to like.
look. I'm
keep
doing
it
my
like
best right now.
just
Okay.
a little bit more rigid, please.
I roll for neck strength.
You make your way up the barely fortunate party standing atop the citadel tower look now as Glaz, resplendent in divine magic. Valiantly, he is holding
Ragdoll and Vinny.
Ragdoll Vinny, looking the worst for wear.
Hey everyone.
Oh my god, he's alive.
Kind
Well,
of.
kind
Wings
of.
beating.
Loosely alive.
Hey, buddy.
So, Vinny, there's a bunch of demons here. Just wanted to...
They are now trapped in glass.
Yeah, I saw them first. I just wanted to let you guys know.
Once there's a ledge, Vinny like rolls out of Glaz's arms and flops down.
Careful! Too hard and you'll kill yourself again.
Invincible.
That's not what that is.
Oh, how did this give Vinny more of an ego?
I called him handsome and I flew him up and it
Why
was real.
would
It was
you-
real cute.
He's gonna take months.
He's just so charming. I mean, look at him.
Really?
21
Yeah.
charisma.
9 charisma. He's the anti-Glaz.
So how we doing up here?
We got the sword.
We're doing a lot better than down there.
Yep.
You what's up? You look a little. What was you was? I think it's a helix, but shit.
You know what? It's a work in progress. We take it a day at a time. I can mostly move my neck now, so that's good. That's an improvement.
Cool. Yeah.
He's saying this while lying completely prone.
Is he on full hit points?
No. He's
Okay. So like he's bloodied and beaten up and stuff, right?
Well,
Well, as in like
yeah,
if
yeah.
there's anything visibly
His flesh is bruised.
screwed up. Okay.
Oh.
I'm
And I
gonna
would say-
experimentally go over. I'm gonna put my hand
No,
on
what
it.
do you do? No, I can't raise
As-
my arms to
as
stop
his-
you.
Do
As his
one
hand-
point of lay on hands.
Comes towards you. You feel it feels like a hot iron.
It's like, no, this isn't fair. I can't stop you.
Hey, you know what?
Boo.
You know what's
You
fun?
take 1 point of damage.
How much health was I on?
One.
You are unconscious.
Yeah.
I failed my death saving throw.
Fast
Oh.
forward 10 minutes and
Ooh. I don't think that was a good idea. It turns out.
Yeah.
Things gone wonky on my end. Sorry about that. My bad.
Can I
Take a
kind
step
of
back.
make a medicine check to find out, like, to figure out how to...
Make a religion check.
I'm good at that.
Hopefully the cleric would be.
Yeah.
With advantage
I could
because
have
you.
done that.
You're a grave cleric.
Yes.
Oh yeah, with it.
Oh, yeah.
You would know this. You would know that. Magic that deliberately like heals wounds, like cure wounds, will work.
Yep.
But he can be healed now by necrotic damage.
He can be healed by necrotic damage.
Yeah.
Oh, Vinny.
Do you relay this information?
Deeply
Yes.
unconscious.
Yeah.
So,
I really wish you would have told me that a couple of seconds earlier.
you know what? You didn't really give me an opportunity to do
I get
so.
there's
You
just
just
like
kind
a
of.
fifth handprint on his chest.
Boy, that is
I
not
did it
good.
on the middle of the chest.
Okay, I'm going to. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds.
and healing
That's
word.
inflict wounds.
Healing word. Would that one work? Healing word.
Healing word. Probably.
I mean, he said necrotic. Do you still have Toll the Dead?
Oh, I have told the
no.
dead. I have all of the necrotic things. I can
Yeah,
fix
yeah.
him.
I'm unlikely to make my saving throw.
I know we got some more crystals in the bag.
Okay. How about this?
Diamond.
Yes.
Damage. Necrotic damage is gonna
Yeah.
fix him. I put my hands on his unconscious body,
On the chest.
on the chest.
Right on
the
all the
middle,
other
yeah,
handprints.
yeah.
I just stick my finger into his chest, and I'm
It's
gonna
squidgy.
cast inflict wounds
Yeah.
at 4th level.
Oh, no.
And because
Invincible.
so that is,
Invincible!
that is 6d10.
Oh wow.
I don't have that many d10. What are these? These are. What are those ones? Those are 12s. These are 10s.
There's some
I just
D10s.
need,
Those
I
are
need 2
D12s,
d10s.
Joel.
Those are just
damn it.
all
Those are
your
D12s.
dice.
Seriously.
Are these d10s? What are these?
That's 5.
I have 4. I just need 2 more.
Fine. Well, you know
Minis
what?
ones. Oh, it's,
Yeah.
I got so many now.
Everyone
Roll
give
more,
all
doesn't matter.
of the D10.
Go quickly.
What is that? That's a 2. That's an 8. That's a 10. That's a 9. That's a 19. That's a 16. That's 24. It's 27. 27 points of necrotic damage.
You are healed 27 hit points.
Feeling pretty good. Vinny just like kips up to his
Thank you
feet
for
and says,
joining.
"Invincible."
That is not what you are. Okay, so I'm as your doctor officially. I am your doctor. I am all of your doctors. Okay, step 1, stop being so fucking stupid. Okay, step 2.
Wow.
Oh, step 1 is gonna take some time.
Okay,
Yeah, that's a
Can,
lot to work
can,
on.
can we call him Invincible?
yeah, that was A+. Why didn't you come
I
up
take
with
a
that?
point
Where
of
have
damage
you
from
been?
I've been really traumatized. I got lost for so long.
You're the only one who nothing bad happened to this entire time,
True.
Landre.
I've just been trying to keep a low profile, okay? It's been working out.
I swear to God, I heard crying at one point.
I wasn't crying.
That-
There was a devil crying,
You were
and I
crying.
was chasing
I
it.
don't know. He's pretty brave. I believe him.
So
Yeah.
tell me more about my
Thanks,
new
Jared.
undead form, please, because I feel like this is gonna come up.
Should I
I
turn
feel like
undead?
this will be a thing that we discover together.
Okay, so you don't know is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of times where Zach is entirely caught out on a new mechanic he wasn't
No, I
expecting.
won't, because I'll just make up something on
Yeah,
the
yep.
spot.
And you won't do that face where you get caught out on a thing at all.
Ew. So, you are standing atop the citadel. Glaz, you are wielding the sword of Zariel. What are you wanting to do?
Don't we need to take this now and head back and free Baldur's Gate?
Hell yeah, you do.
Alright. Hey, Smashy!
Name is Hans.
From all the way down,
Oh,
it
God.
wags its tail.
Oh, that's so cute.
I don't have anything else to say. We'll be there soon, Smashy. Yeah, roll over. Roll over.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Get your beer. Go.
You see the so for the audience there.
It's got our ship on its
They
back.
have a, much like a hermit crab, this giant scorpion that has been petrified and animated forms the engine of their ship. And when I say ship, I mean like looks like a big, like ocean-worthy vessel. It climbed in there like a hermit crab and now has it on its back.
That's so cute.
Roll over, Smashy.
As it begins
No,
to
the
roll,
friendship!
you hear like shuddering timbers and cracking
No!
wood. Do you want it to continue and destroy your way home?
Lontre doesn't know what he wants.
Lontre, if you destroy the friendship, you'll destroy the friendship.
Okay. Smashy, good scorpion. No, sit instead.
Good stuff.
Alright. Beg.
I don't know how a scorpion begs. You guys head downstairs.
Vinny says, "Invincible!" and jumps off and Misty steps to the ship.
You still take
Ooh, yeah, you still take
I don't care.
velocity.
200 feet of falling damage.
Is that how Misty Step works?
We've ruled it before as you still take velocity
No,
damage.
you still take velocity damage.
Don't you try and break this origin. You can't do cool things. You've died twice.
Exactly, I'm due.
Please
Take
stop,
a
I'm tired.
maximum of 20 d6 falling damage.
You need some d6s?
I'll take it. I'm just gonna get revivified. It's
Yeah,
fine.
here you
No,
go.
that's not. I'm going to turn undead and I'm gonna make you explode like a pinata.
Hey. How
I
do you-
giveth and I taketh away.
Maximum HP.
It doesn't matter. I land and it's perfect.
78 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's not double.
Great.
It's more.
This is the worst.
How
many times can I
Okay.
How many times can I cast a revivify? How many?
You guys head down and heal Vinny up in his broken state. His many of his limbs still broken and
I was
cracked.
unaware we had ruled that's how Misty Step worked.
I think we ruled no take backsies.
Did we? I feel like you've taked backsies a lot.
I feel like that's the case, but now we've ruled no take backsies.
So you
Revivify me
guys
again,
get aboard
please.
the ship. You all make your way on. You make your introductions to Patricia. She's like, "Oh, hello, my little friend. Oh, that's nice.
Sweet Lord, what is that?
I'm a Gorgon or a Medusa.
That's cute.
Either is fine.
You're real pretty.
Thank you.
You're
It's
welcome.
called the bonnets.
Yeah.
On each of her little snake hairs, she's got little bonnets.
She is so pretty.
Right?
I hope you're buying her nice things like jewelry and
Well,
taking
we haven't
her
really
on
hit up a
dates.
store.
Every time you try and
She's
buy
not. I like her.
I'm a
if you
boy.
buy a Gorgon a gift, you have to buy a gift for all of the snakes. It takes ages to figure them all out.
But it's worth it.
Yep.
They deserve it.
See,
I see what you mean.
That's a bigger
all of
threat
the
than
snakes.
usual.
She's wearing her sunglasses, so
Each
you
of the snakes
Literally.
points like fingers towards one of the other snakes and then looks at me, and then they do it in a big line, so it takes about 20 seconds for her
Yeah.
to do it.
like, you're welcome aboard my ship anytime.
Thank you very much. I don't know how long I'm staying.
Everyone on board, all limbs, please remain within the vessels at all times. Okay, let's. Yip yip. And
my God. Yes.
and Smashy or Hans Free, the giant scorpion begins to move forward, cresting through the sand away from the citadel. As it do.
As it
There
you go.
You know what this means. You're moving away from the magic that kept you alive for so long. And you're standing at the bow of the ship, which is the front.
Yes.
Thank you.
You got it. There you go. Yes, girl. Get it. You know your ships.
Are you wielding the sword? Because you just undercut that entire moment.
The sword is by your side, but you feel the age coming to you now, kind of all as one. As behind you, you see the bleeding citadel start to crack.
Hey, so what do you need? What are you doing with this sword? What do you need to do with this? Because we might not have a lot of time.
We need to use it to get back Baldur's Gate into the corporeal
Cool.
planar, the mortal plane.
How
Mortal
are
plane?
you doing? You don't look so great.
I feel so good right now.
Yeah, you look about as bad as Vinny.
He looks so handsome. That is
that's
such
what I
a
was
lovely
saying.
compliment.
I don't want to presume anything, but how would you feel about being a zombie?
Unfavorable, admittedly.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
The reason why I ask is because, obviously I wasn't, Asmars, they don't live particularly much longer than humans, so, I don't leave this place, and that's okay. That's fine. But if I can help you do what you need to do, that's, that'll be enough for me. That's fine.
Okay. Let's get this show on the road.
You don't have that much time.
Okay.
You know that you can teach them how to wield this sword.
Okay. I'm gonna look at Midori.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, we failed a high five and it was really, trash.
I thought we did pretty well.
But
I remember it going pretty well.
but you're all, you're not bad people. Even you. And I think that you can do the thing that needs to be done here. And so I'm gonna
Plant the sword in front of you,
yeah.
and you all can come forward. And while individually you are all sinners
Wow.
and corrupted,
Ouch.
How rude.
As we stand aboard the Friendship.
and all lay a hand on the sword of Zariel,
By our powers combined?
you draw the sword together.
And
You pull it out of the deck of the Friendship.
Topple over. Vinny's much shorter than the rest of
Vinny's
us.
And
holding
all
on.
of you are like really, really hurt.
Oh no.
Except you two.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You've drawn the blade of Zariel. You've proved you're worthy. As Glaz, you stand back, you sit down, and you take your final rest.
Oh, Glaziotas.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining us. We're going to take a teensy break, and then we'll be back for Speaking Giant, where we answer your questions, we talk about the show. We're looking forward to it, and we'll also do our giveaways. So join us in couple minutes.
Where are
See
you?
you soon.
Bye.
Bye. Hey there, and welcome back to I Speak Giant. This is, in fact, Speaking Giant, our little show after the show where we talk about your questions, answer them even, and yeah, we talk about what just happened. How do you all feeling?
I have a question.
Yeah, bud.
What the fuck, Zachary?
Whatever do you mean, my friend?
I thought this was a fun game that friends played together, and it was really fun, but also really traumatic.
I have a question. How are you going to balance Vinny being invincible with the rest of the party?
There's gonna be some downsides to being an undead
Can't
creature.
think of a single one.
I mean, clerics have destroy undead.
And turn
Yeah,
undead.
but the cleric's dead now.
Yeah, I'm sure that's the only cleric.
Oh, that gets the sympathy. I died twice.
You came
motherfucker.
back.
Yeah.
Ain't
Yeah,
nobody
fair.
bringing me back.
Hey,
The
wait.
person, the only person so far in the entirety of I Speak Giant who had a revive spell just died.
Ironic.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
I-
Yeah,
I
goes, it looks like there's another handprint forming on someone else's.
The only person he couldn't revive was himself.
He learned the secret to death, but failed to write it down.
Big question is: there now a bag of diamonds sitting on?
No, he took them with him to his grave.
Yeah.
Damn it!
They go to
I
grave.
feel like we have actual questions we should.
Yes.
We do have actual questions. So, question 1: what happened to the brat? It was very panicked, but we managed to scoop it into a box and we hoisted it outside.
It's now our mascot.
Yeah.
It's now a mascot. Does the team do any kind of accent warm-up or preparation? Well, as the only person who does an accent, Glaz,
He
Oh,
does.
I guess we don't count.
I've always subscribed to the idea that that's your real voice and this voice is
It's
the
a long
accent.
con?
Yeah. I don't do
we
any-
do some warm ups to get into character. So,
Sometimes though, not every
Yeah,
time.
well, not today. We played a little warm up game thing instead.
Yeah, we just did like
Yeah.
a fun throwaway one shot.
But usually we'll do a series of like little improvisation warm up things, like basically the sort of thing you'll see on Whose Line Is It Anyway or something, right? Yeah, maybe one day if we become competent at them, we'll record them.
Yeah, I try to do like the key phrase thing, just like a couple of things in accent. That,
Yeah.
that's
And then we
kinda
do a couple of little scenes, etc., yada yada.
It's really hard for me to get in character and get this accent down. It takes hours.
Same.
Yeah.
What would happen if the character died for real?
I
That
think I-
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Episode.
Episode 2?
No,
Episode this one?
Episode this one.
Come on, buddy.
I died
Twice.
twice.
I feel like that devalues it a bit.
I know, right?
So none of the characters, apart from our lovely guest character today, have any kind of revival spells. If a character dies, they die. This happened in our 4th actual episode of the podcast.
It's a fourth.
I think
Yeah,
it was
it
4th.
was super early.
We had a wild magic sorcerer roll the outcome that's drop a fireball on your own position.
Great.
It did their whole HP and all their max HP into the negatives. They died outright.
Just 2. It was like a couple of points over.
It was a couple of points over, and that's how it goes. Like I never set out to kill players.
With a straight face.
With a straight face.
And I'm just saying, Vinny, that's what happened to the last lawful evil guy in the party
Yeah.
who crossed me.
I feel like that guy wasn't really lawful evil.
He was pretty lawful evil. He's just too dead to really argue against it.
Yeah, I have to admit, as silly as I get playing Lintre, I am terrified of the fact that Zach will kill me. Because I've asked you many times, being like, but, you know, be able to get out of it. And you're like, no, if the dice kill you, you're dead.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Roll
It's
for
fine.
new character.
I'm
Yeah.
soon going to be able to do something about that, I can imagine.
Well, yeah, I'll just serve you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Speaking as the PC who a couple of arcs ago got a vision of their death upcoming, looking
be fun.
forward to that.
I think, honestly, my thoughts around death are that it is not that interesting to just die. I think there is much more interesting ways to challenge the party around threatening NPCs, putting them in positions where the people that they've made connections with are at danger.
Putting them in the
That-
chair, telling them to be patient.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that was way more interesting than
Yeah.
just fighting a really hard fight that might kill you. Like, I'm never... My intention is never just to outright murder you guys. It's to put you in
How you feeling
emotional...
about that, Luke?
Torture us until
Yeah.
we're
Yeah,
broken.
worse than death. Fate's
Right,
worse
yeah.
than death.
Right,
Cool.
right, cool.
Great.
Also, as a reminder, so the giveaway in the chat right now is we've got this lovely magic item cards. So these have all the...
that camera.
Not sure if you can see super well. On the backs of all these cards, they have these wonderful little artworks of all the things. They're great to just actually give to your player, so it's like, oh, I got a little shiny thing. That is up for grabs. What else is up for grabs?
Pass
Pass
them
this
out.
around.
So which camera are we on right now? Quick question to the all of them.
All of them.
We have the special edition of Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes.
Shit kicker.
It's still in the shrink wrap, if that's something you care about. It's also looking really cool.
We can also remove it from the shrink wrap if you prefer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
I will
leave that
lick
to you.
all the items if you ask me to. As
Specifically, this has
Weird facts.
this has a whole bunch of stuff about fiends and devils and demons and archfiends and archdemons, all that stuff.
No archdevils.
Sure, maybe. I don't know. You'll have to read it to find out. But it makes a great companion piece to Descent into Avernus that is coming up. Who knows when?
That was ominous.
I've looked at this already.
The terrain crate is a lot of pieces, 73 some would say. It's got a lot of stuff in it. It's very cool.
Yeah.
Specifically call out the sarcophagus, because
You want the sarcophagus?
I want the sarcophagus.
The sarcophagus is very cool.
Yeah,
It's
I
got
want
a
the-
mummy in. It's got a mummy in. A mummy in.
Yeah, the barrels look really good. You can tell. We put a
We
lot
give
of
ways
time
in our
in.
chat. You can still enter until we end this lovely conversation. Do we have any more questions? Last question. What is the Tarask up to now? So, at the beginning of the second campaign of this podcast, I had the Tarask rise from the foundations of the capital city and destroy it. The barely fortunate party escaped through a tree stride, but they didn't quite make it out. It closed on them, thus pushing them into this planar adventure that we've been on ever since. Specifically, when it came to this arc of the story, when we came back to Baldur's Gate, we are in the material plane. This does exist on the same continent as the capital city of... am I going to forget? The Astor is the country that we're in.
And the capital is called?
The capital.
What an amazing name.
Bless.
That happens. It's still roaming around. They're far enough. They're north of the Rend, which is a huge canyon that runs through the country. There was definitely refugees from the capital that had made their way to Baldur's Gate. That story is still ongoing, but we really wanted to delve deep and get our claws stuck in Descent into Avernus. So that hasn't come into its super amounts, but after this is done, it's back to Godzilla fighting for you folks.
Lucky I'm invincible.
Lucky Vinny is invincible. Any more questions?
Will we get to see Thuzy again?
Thuzy. Thuzy is my favorite NPC of all time. There is no chance that she doesn't come
I'm
back
gonna
into
kill
it.
Thuzy, Zachary. No, I would never. I would never.
She would kill you right
Is
back.
she off limits for your killing NPCs is a good thing? Or like putting them in big danger?
She will never die. She'll live forever.
So I think Lantre just now spends the rest of his life just tied to Thuzy.
Yeah, right? We hide behind Thuzy.
She can have dead weight attached to her. That's
Yeah.
fine. Thuzy was a character I introduced in like the 5th episode, I think. I love her. She's just a big, brawny half-orc that is a mechanic.
I'm in love with her. I want her to choke slam me through the table. Wow. Yeah. I like big,
Please, no, the
anyway.
table is very expensive.
Sorry, I'll get my own table and I'll set it up
Different table.
at a later date. Oh my god.
She's a mechanic. She's never been overly like a warrior person that is connected to the party. She's just like there. She helps out. She's like,
I mean, apart from the fact she's possessed by a demon.
she's possessed by a little bit of a devil right now.
Even better.
Yeah.
But
But only
Yeah.
1 hour out of every 24. So it's like,
yeah,
It's a good deal.
yeah, it's
Is that
They-
real?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So her and her partner, Eleanor, they're still in Baldur's Gate. They're chilling. They're probably not in a great stage right now.
Wait, they were in
given-
Baldur's Gate and we didn't visit? Did we know?
They were in the ship
They
with
came
you when
with
you
us.
came
Oh,
in.
yeah, right. Yeah, no, I knew that. I'm on this.
You guys were immediately arrested by Baldur's
Yeah.
Gate Guard. They were beneath decks and made their way out.
Right.
They may still be in the city. They may have left the city.
They didn't check the other decks, the guards?
Huh?
It's
didn't-
fine. We were busy.
City guards.
They're busy with, you guys. You're allowed to handle.
Right, okay. They didn't call anyone.
They weren't great guards.
That's true.
Yeah.
Eleanor
arrested
and
us for
Susie are
illegal
very
parking.
talented people. They managed to sneak away.
So they're not on the
Let's
ship.
say. They didn't just steal. They didn't stay the entire time on the ship. No.
I don't know.
We'll see. No. Yeah. They're probably in Baldur's Gate, or they left Baldur's Gate. We'll see. We'll catch up to them. See what they're up to.
Hooray!
That does it for questions. Maybe. How did you guys find the session?
You when you asked me to be a guest on the show, which by the way, thank you guys so much for letting me play.
No,
with
thank you
It
so much
was
for being here. This is
absolutely
wonderful.
incredible. We played a practice game together, and it was really funny and chaotic. And I'm like, haha, this will be a fun game, haha, haha. And then I get here, and I'm like, I almost probably cried like 3 times. I'm a really emotional
What it's
person.
worth, that's what we thought
Yeah,
too.
Yeah. Same.
Everyone
Yeah.
was on board for
Yep.
a fun all wrong.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, I thought it was going to be like that as well. I had planned the Citadel for only taking half the amount of time that it did.
Right.
It ended up taking more than that. You
Whoops.
guys I didn't realize how
Just set
much
up the trauma.
you guys being downed and then subsequently killed, but the downing, like when that fight was like clearly way more than you could handle, I was surprised by how that much affected you, how much the table immediately got serious.
You didn't
I
think getting
mean-
down would get us down?
The death, clearly,
Yeah,
obviously.
like you literally killed me at Dez's feet.
Yeah.
Literally my
and
personal hell.
You'd set that up as Dez's personal hell is being when we went to hell and she was put in hell.
Wait. Point of order. So Midori's sitting there saying about how he should sit in the chair, and then Zach goes, Felicia,
Yeah.
tells me to sit in the chair.
Yeah, it could be better
And
that way.
you didn't think giving the guy with a metal arm who's still got a thing about how he can't really, he's a wartime commander, he can't use one of his arms. You gave it to him. And then you made him impotent with all that power by making dudes who could basically one-shot anyone. And then you took it away before he could really do anything with that. And you thought that was like, ooh, fun, friendly.
Did you
cool.
learn more about
You? Yeah.
Zariel?
Tons.
Yeah, I think.
And then you made Vinny invincible, which just removed all dramatic tension.
Can I just say, it was after playing in my home campaign, one of our players is a cleric, one of our players is a warlock. It was really nice to be able to actually do something helpful for a warlock, almost, when you were like in that situation with the boss and stuff. I was like, I want to actually be able to save this one because we couldn't save our warlock in our campaign. And so I was like, I'm not gonna let, I said it in my head, I'm like, I'm not gonna let anything happen to Vinny. I specifically set out, I was like,
Vinny gets in.
I'm like, I don't want to live through that again.
I think like my biggest regret was not just letting Smashy continue to smash in the castle.
Yeah, I
Just
just trapped that was
yeah,
like
yeah.
caught off guard moment
I
that
think
Zach
that would've-
had.
yeah.
We didn't realize.
I a little bit
Yeah.
like curtailed you, but like I could have just been like, yeah, sure, you're smashing. It'll take them like
We would have waited.
days.
That's
to,
fine.
to tunnel through
Just
them.
all sit there.
So you said hour.
to get through that tunnel, but there was several tunnels.
If we would have done that, then it would have just smashed the pit fiends too, which would have been great. Like you set up this whole thing,
Yeah,
like
true.
patience, sit down, and then just boom. For what it's worth, I really enjoyed being able to explore, like, because we are largely a comedy podcast.
Yeah.
Right? As you can tell by the happy-go-lucky attitude, which was beaten summarily out of us. But
I
it was good to explore that.
Yeah, I think sometimes the best like funny moments come from like, oh god, this is serious.
Yeah.
People are dying left and right.
Yeah.
You need the light and the shade. It's like you need the good
Punchline.
moments. You need the bad moments that then show you. It's just like, hey, just how good you kind of have it when shit's not going sideways. It's
Yeah.
like, hey, somebody's actually dead. And it's like, oh, so all those jokes about dying, they're not. Oh, yeah, they're funny when, yeah.
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 You know what's also funny is comedy and just
Yeah, good
laughing.
good
And then
times.
good
times,
Good
yeah.
times. Yeah,
that's
that's
also
also
fun.
I'll consider it.
Feels like it's been working out pretty well.
Another question: who is Glasgow played by? Who is this special guest? Lucky Bones
Hi, I'm Lucky.
has been fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us.
I've only played D&D for like a year, so this was like a treat.
Joel,
we
Joel
can't
plays
even-
like he's been playing for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes me sad.
But where can people find you and all the wonderful things you do?
Oh, you can find me at Lucky Bones on pretty much every form of social media. I stream on Twitch occasionally
With the Z.
with a Z for anybody who wants to find me. But yeah,
That's Lucky Bones.
Lucky Bones.
It's Lucky with a Z.
No. Lucky Bones.
Yeah.
I couldn't hear what you were saying. I'm like, and then the gears. That's funny.
Yeah, the joke is that everyone else was invisible, even though we don't
Yeah.
have that spell.
Yeah,
Took me so long.
absolutely.
I'm happy just because I got extra content to cover when we need to. I got it up the sleeve now. I don't have to plan anything. So thank you, wonderful players, for joining me on this adventure.
Thank you to
This
our
was.
sponsors.
And thank you to our sponsors.
Look at this guy.
So,
Got it.
thank you to our sponsors, Audio Technica, Elderwood Academy, Good Games. Audio Technica, you've been wonderful. This place is lovely. We've got all these
So lit.
cool stuff, which on the third giveaway, the third stream, we're going to be giving away a whole bunch of Audio Technica stuff. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. Elderwood Academy, they gave us these wonderful leather-bound
They're so
rolling trays / dice boxes, and we're going to be giving away more hex chests from them in subsequent streams. Thank you to Good Games. They did our giveaway, and we are going to announce our winners. Woo!
The
Draw winners. Da.
I'm excited.
I'm not sure if I should say their names out loud.
No.
I can say one of their names. It's drawing. I'm sure this is a fake name, so I'm okay with saying it. Mario Falcon, you are a winner.
I don't know. I think Mario
name.
Falcon.
That could be like a legit name.
Okay, my mistake. Mario Falcon, you have a sweet name.
yeah, that's my
It's too
Dope-
cool. It doesn't seem
Dope
real.
name.
Even if it's fake. it's still
Rebecca
dope.
Jane. That is a first name. That is not their full name.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Rebecca Jane, you have also won, and Nick, you have also won. I will get in touch with
Nick.
all of you. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Yeah, all Nicks.
All people,
all
yeah.
one.
All
Unless
people
that's a
called Nicks.
nickname.
Yeah.
And
From
you can
from Melbourne, Australia.
find us at ispeakgiant.com.
/Avernus is where you can catch up with this specific arc. You can also start from the second campaign, as I said, Big Tarrasque. They go off on a planar adventure. It's a great time to join. But ispeakgiant.com, we're also we're on pretty much every
Spotify. and all those
Spotify,
other things.
iTunes,
Yeah.
other ones.
Those the,
All the things.
If you hold a
Thing.
conch up to your ear, you can hear it.
We're switching in the ocean tonight. You kept
Yeah.
doing that.
I'm just smooth.
We're also streaming again. You'll see us next time on the 4th of October. 4 more episodes of this wonderful arc. Before that, every week leading up to that, that'll be our last stream together. We're really looking forward to it. Sorry?
And if you leave a review for us,
Oh, you can be entered in as an NPC into the show.
I'm gonna leave a review.
There'll be a lot coming up within the next 4 episodes and the last stream specifically. So if you leave a review, tweet about us on iTunes, mention us on Reddit, it all helps out a huge amount. We really appreciate it. And yeah, you'll be named after an NPC.
And
We're
if-
also twitch.tv/ispeakgiant. After this is all done, we are going to be streaming there.
And if you
Yes.
tune into our next live stream, you'll hear the outro done by Luke. It's gonna be great.
Zach is no longer
the
trusted with
Shadow DM.
maybe we should just lean out and just whisper this shit into your ear. Or just slide notes across the table.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. This was lovely. You are loved. Don't die to...
Fucking everything I
Seriously. To patience.
Thank you so much, everyone.
do. Thank you.
Goodbye.